Welcome back into the 2019 WaMaC Conference Wrestling Invitational, along with in-studio producer, KMCH News Director Janelle Tucker, Jamie Baskey, Roger Reed, and Sam Phillips back along with you as we have a round of consolation coming your way. As we're going to start, as they will wrestle all of the consolation semifinals for 3rd place and 7th place. And then after this round is completed, we will head into the placing matches, wrestling for 7th, 5th, 3rd, and 1st, as they will wrestle all of the championship matches on mat number 1, and then they will keep all the other placing matches. They'll keep those going as quickly as they can on the outside formats. But Roger, a very busy first couple rounds here. We're way ahead of schedule. That last round that we just had was supposed to be over at 3:30. Following, and we're about to start this match, or this session that's supposed to start at 3:30 is starting right around a little before 2 o'clock. So way ahead of schedule here, as we don't want to jinx that in any way, because we could just as easily get behind schedule. But a very busy first couple rounds here.
Well, we talked about last night at the coaches meeting about moving this thing along as quick as possible, and all the coaches were in favor of it. And you combine that with efficiency, Coach Matt Shannon and the company and the vet community people here being very efficient. And plus, Jamie and Sam, there's a lot of weights that aren't full, so we had a lot of buys. So that combination of three has lost a lot of time. So we've made up a lot of time, and we're ready to go right here.
And we're going to start over here. We've got wrestlers on 2 different mats. As over on mat number 2, it's mat number 3, Nick Schmidt from Beckman. And before we get too far, Dalton Hoover of Independence finds himself on his back over here on mat number 4, taking on Federico Russo. Center point of Banner, there's the fall. 33 seconds. So Dalton Hoover of Independence will be eliminated from the tournament here, as that was for the 7th place consolation semifinal. So Hoover is eliminated. Over here on mat number 3, we mentioned Nick Schmidt of Beckman wrestling, and he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown, and that match is tied up he's going to take a 4-2 lead here in the first period. 35 seconds left to go. Now up on mat number 4 for Beckman, it's going to be Connor Grover at 120 pounds. 120 pounds. Connor Grover, as Grover taking on Bryce Radicke from Benton Shellsburg in the 7th place consolation semifinals.
Well, it's all about staying in the tournament right here. If you're on that back side, in that 7th and 8th place consolation semi, you win, you stay in, and Sam, you lose, you're out, and that's your goal. When you come here, you want to stay in the tournament. You want to finish on the podium. So all these guys here wrestling right now are just going to lay it out on the line, and they're going to get after it.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of these kids have wrestled 3 matches already today, and all of them this round have taken a loss. So it's time to see how these kids are going to bounce back from that.
So over on mat number 4 to our left, with Grover and Radicke. Grover had a very nice drive cradle in on the edge of the mat, and Radicke found himself off the edge, so had to go back to the middle. So Grover was out to a good start there. There's a shot by Radicke in on the left leg of Grover from Beckman Catholic. This is Connor Grover, the freshman from Beckman Catholic. Radicke with a single on the left leg. Crossface now by Grover, trying to pick up the near ankle and rip that crossface. Needs to pop his hips in a little bit more and break the grip for Radicke. Radicke hanging on for dear life right there, but Grover cannot get the corner cut. Sam, it's just a matter of popping your hips in, pushing, and cut the corner.
There he does it, Roger, as he gets around and hooks that near ankle, and now he's looking for that cradle as Radicke turns in and stands. Now he's in a tripod. And over here on mat 3, at 106, we're looking for a fall. It's a double chicken wing for Nick Schmidt of Beckman, looking for the fall in the 2nd period.
Grover on top now, riding the ball and chain. He's got the right hand of Radicke straight between them. I was going to try to tilt. As it does, Radicke rolls through, and Grover's going to have to readjust and recover the hips of Radicke, and that's going to do it for period number 1. Nice job by the freshman from Beckman Catholic to hang on there and not give up any points to Radicke. Radicke's choice Now it's Grover's choice. He's got the green leg band on to match the singlet. He's going to defer over to Radeke, and Radeke will choose down.
7-2 the lead over here for Nick Schmidt of Beckman. Again, Schmidt in the 7th place consolation semi, leading Jaden Massey of Clear Creek, Amana.
Knee slide attempt by Radeke to a stand-up, and countered nicely by Grover as he goes to a far ankle. He's going to try to pop the hips and drive Radeke off his face, but as he does, Radeke reaches back and grabs the the left knee of Grover. Let's see what he decides to do. We're going to get a stalemate right there. There's a lot of time melted off the clock and no movement at all.
And we're going to go to the blood corner.
Okay, that's Grover. Grover coming into the tournament unseeded, 9-5 record, and trying to wrestle above their seed. And guys, you know, if you're going to win a tournament, everybody's got to wrestle above their seed. And Grover gets this win here. He's going to be far above his seed.
Absolutely. We go to the 3rd period over here on mat number 3. It's a 7-2 lead for Nick Schmidt of Beckman over Jared Massey. Schmidt chooses down to start the 3rd period. Roger, you mentioned the team score. We did not announce that as before we went to break. West Delaware in 1st place with 225 points. 2nd is Solon with 168.5. Williamsburg 3rd with 131. Independence 4th with 119. Beckman currently in 8th place with 62 points.
As we said, coming in, it's going to be a 3-pony race here before it's over with West Delaware, Solon, and Williamsburg, and it's turning out to be that way. West Delaware with the big lead right now, but we saw West Delaware with the big lead here 3 weeks ago, and we got to keep wrestling.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is a big round for getting team points, moving up that podium, going from a 5th place match to a 3rd place match, or getting onto the podium if you're on the backside of the bracket, getting into that 7th place match.
Well, on the restart, after Grover goes to the blood corner, it's going to be Radeke with a 1-point escape on the stand-up. So we're back to neutral. And this is weight class 120. You win, you stay in. You lose, you get a handshake, and you go home. Radeke in on a single. Nice down block by Grover. Laces to the mat, dips in, making himself long. As Radeke tries to knee slide in and tighten that double up. Nice counter by the freshman. Got to stuff the head and spin right there. He's trying to gut wrench and knock Radeke off his face. Now go behind the attempt by Grover. Now a head-on front headlock by Grover. Trying to cut the corner from left to right on Radeke. Radeke staying square on Grover. Grover's going to reach back and pick up an ankle. Cover the hip to Radeke. Nice job by the freshman.
Yeah, way to stick to that situation there by Grover. Out here on mat 1, we're going to have Luke Farmer coming to the mat. He'll be wrestling from Williamsburg. That is going to be Caden Grips, who's had a very good tournament, had a big quarterfinal win over Betterton, and then gave Weber all he wanted in the semifinals. This is a big match for Luke Farmer.
Well, it certainly is. And if you're Luke Farmer, hey, you're nothing to save here. You got to open up. You know, you win, you're still in it for the bronze. You win this one, you got no less than 4th, I think. Is that right? No less than 4th. So, shot by Grip. Nice whizzer by Farmer. Farmer's carry, high crotch now by Grip in deep. Farmer trying to crossface. There's a lifting return by Grip. Just textbook. Grip got in there tight. Hard to counter that shot.
Yeah, over here it's going to be a 7-2 win for Nick Schmidt of Beckman. So he'll wrestle for 7th place here today. After losing in that first round, he picks up the win over Jaden Massey of Clear Creek, Amana.
It's 5-1 now. Grover up 5-1 going to the 3rd period now with 1:44 left to go. We're in neutral position. So Grover, if he can finish this minute and 35 left, he'll be wrestling for 7th and 8th also. That's that weight class 120.
And over here on mat 3 from Independence at 120, it is Thomas Madison. He's taking on Chase Malloy from Williamsburg, and it's Madison out to a quick takedown. 2 seconds into this match, he's looking for a cross-face cradle, gets it locked up, and he's going to get back points here. We'll see if he can get that inside shoulder down. He's got the knee in the ribs, working for the fall. And there he brings the leg on top to stop the kicking of Chase Malloy. So we'll see if he can pick up the ball here.
Over on mat number 2, featured match here in this consolation side. You got number 4 seeded Evan Woods taking on number 3 seeded Cale Scranton. And 0-0 just underway, 1:43 and counting. Woods taking a long shot off that boot scoot, posting that elbow. 5-1 now. We got blood time here. Grover going back to the blood corner. That number 1 Farmer with the stand-up. No points there as Grip's going to pick him up and carry him off the mat. That's going to be a 2-point takedown for Scranton. So there's our Evan Woods. Evan Woods just has to get real tough here, guys, and just really battle right here against the freshman from CTA.
Yeah, he does, and you know that's you're coming off of a tough loss in the in that quarterfinal round match. You know, a kid you had beaten, and then you got to come back and you get a win. You got to come back here and try to get yourself into that 3rd place match.
Now here on mat 1, it was Luke Farmer getting put in a cradle by Grip from Williamsburg, like we saw Grip do in a couple of his matches earlier today. Farmer fights off, and now it's Grip looking for another cradle with 8 seconds left in the match. I don't think he's going to get it, but looks like he's going to keep Farmer down for the remainder of the period. So we're going to go to the 2nd period, and Luke Farmer finds himself in a 5-0 hole.
Well, Evan Woods is going to find himself in a 4-0 hole as now gets his hips up. Nice scramble. Let's see if Woods can score a point here as a cross-body right came in from Scranton from Clear Creek Amana. Scranton now with trying to throw the double legs in. Woods trying to come out the back door. 15 seconds left to go. Scranton is high. We're going to get a stalemate right there.
Over here on mat 4, we've got Grover with the takedown. He's up 5-1, and he's going to salt this match away as the last 5 seconds tick off. Real good match by Grover, taking out solid Radicke from Vinton Shelford.
Real Russell for 7th and 8th. Nice shot there. Short tip by Evan Woods.
Over on mat number 5, a quick fall for Brock Radicke over Holden Griffith. That match just started. So Holden Griffith of Independence will bump. He'll wrestle for 5th and 6th place here today.
So coming up on mat 4 at 132, we're going to have Hageman from Dyersville Beckman, and he's taking on the wrestler from Solon, Zeb Ganida, who is currently in the rankings. Ganida took a tough semifinal loss to Jalen Schropp, and Ganida's out early on an arm drag looking for the takedown, and there's a 2-point takedown, but Hageman comes out, circles out. Now he's into a stand-up looking for 1 here on his feet, and there he is. So it's 2-1, about 20 seconds into this match at 132.
Kel Scranton with a go behind on Evan Woods. Evan Woods trying to shoot that outside single shot, and boy, he's just kind of very hesitant. Took kind of a half a shot and decided to go the rest of the way, and he did. He left his head down, and that made it easy for Scranton to snap and spin. So now Evan Woods finds himself in a battle here, down 4-0 with 1:18 left.
Thomas Madison with another takedown and near fall. Now he's going to go up 11-0 over Chase Malloy of Williamsburg. So great job here by Thomas Madison, leading 11-0 with 20 seconds left to go in the 2nd.
In the center mat now 7-0. Luke Farmer finds himself down 7-0 with 29 seconds left to go in period number 2. Caden Grip from Williamsburg up on top, riding tough, and we'll get a stalemate right there. Farmer's going to take a peek at the clock there, and 23 seconds to go. Plenty of time. He's got a score here.
And over here on mat 4, Zeb Ganida putting together a series of tilts. He's got a 7-1 lead, and he's got more back points. Looks like 2 more back points coming. He's still got the hold. We'll see if he takes him over to get 3 against Hageman from Beckman.
On the restart, there's going to be a fall. Whip over by Caden Grip on Luke Farmer. So Caden Grip will win that match by fall. So he'll wrestle for 3rd. Farmer will wrestle for 5th and 6th here today. Again, still wrestling above his feet there. 5th place not out of the question. 2-point tilt by Scranton from Clear Creek Amana. Evan Woods finds himself down 6-0.
Now here in the middle mat, after Farmer gets off the mat, we've got Stavely Mowry taking on the 3 seed, Keegan Sheeler, who came into the tournament with only 3 losses and was knocked off in the quarterfinals by Sam Stevens from Clear Creek Amana. So a good chance for Stavely Mowry to make a statement going into the next couple weeks here.
11-2 over here on mat number 3. Thomas Madison with an 11-2 lead over Chase Malloy of Williamsburg. Nice flipped in return. Now a half Nelson by Madison. He's got him on his back once again, looking for the fall. Just a half Nelson by Thomas Madison of Independence, trying to pin Chase Malloy. It'll be 14-2. He's going to get a 3-point near fall, and he'll go up 14-2. 45 seconds left.
Elbow pass. Now a double by Mallory's in deep. Let's see if he can lift. Sheeler, neck wrench by Sheeler. Mallory's going to post and plant that right arm and pull his head out. Nice job there by the sophomore from West Delaware. Got in deep on that shot and avoided the neck wrench. He picks up an early 2.
16-1 Tech fall over here for Zeb Ganida at 132 pounds over Nick Hageman of Beckman. 16-1 Tech fall, so Hageman will move to 5th and 6th place to take on Holden Griffith of Independence.
Over here on mat 3, we've got 23 seconds left. It's Thomas Madison with a 14-2 lead. See if he can pick up 3 back and get the Tech fall here. He's in need of a mat return right now, and they're going to go out of bounds for a restart. 15 seconds left in that match.
2-point takedown by Evan Woods. He's down 6-2 now. He's only got 34 seconds left. He's trying to slap a cross-face cradle on Scranton from Clear Creek Amana. Scranton is going belly down and in stall mode right now with 23 seconds and not doing anything at all underneath the Scranton. Let's get a warning on him at least. In the meantime, Stabley Mallory's got a very nice ball and chain on Sheeler, trying to make a big step right here. With 15 seconds left to go, Stabley Mallory looking very, very tough on top.
Thomas Madison's going to pick up a 14-4 major decision over Chase Malloy. So Madison will wrestle for 3rd place here today.
We may have another Woods-Malloy match for 5th place, in which we will. Woods beaten 6-2 by Scranton.
Out here in the middle match, we head to the 2nd period. It's Stabley Mallory with a 2-0 lead. And it looks like Sheeler from Center Point Urbana is going to choose down. And he's up on a quick stand-up, and he gets 1. So it's 2-1. After Mallory rode him out for about a minute and a half in that first period, he's out right away. So it's time for Mallory to get back on the offense on his feet. Over here on mat 4, we have Cale Meyer of West Delaware at 145. He's taking on Brady Webb from Independence, and there's a nice takedown for Cale Meyer.
Nice shot by Stabley Mallory. Goes right back to work on that elbow pass. Dives in on a low single. Got Sheeler's left leg way up. He's going to back trip Sheeler for a 2-point takedown. Sheeler tries to roll out of it. Nice job by Mallory flattening out his hips, and he comes out of it with a chicken wing in. Let's see if he can do some damage with the chicken wing on the left side of Sheeler.
Over here on mat 3, it's Caleb Straw with a 4-2 lead over Andres Lugo. Now 5-5, as Lugo and that's at 126 pounds. That's the 7th place consolation semifinal. Over here with Caleb Straw and Andres Lugo tied 5-5 with a minute 4 left to go in the first period.
Cale Meyer with 56 seconds left to go. He's still up 2-0, but a sit-out turn-in by Webb, and it's going to be a 1-point escape. Meyer in on a fireman's carry. He's going to dump Webb to his back. If he can keep that elbow, he does. He's got back points. He's got Webb on his back. Cale Meyer does that with perfection. He's got Webb on his back, looking for some back points.
There's a 2-point reversal for Sheeler in a hard crossface, so he narrows the gap. It should be
4-4. He gave it to the wrong.
Okay.
There's a fall over here by Cale Meyer in minute 29. So Cale Meyer will wrestle for 3rd place here today. Brady Webb of Independence will wrestle for 5th and 6th place.
Out here on the middle mat, Mallory up to his feet. He's got to work to get 1. There's a big return from Keegan Sheeler there with 10 seconds left. And looks like he's going to ride out the rest of this 2nd period. We're going to head to the 3rd tied up. Over here on mat number 3, we had a flurry of points in the first period. We're only a minute into this thing, and it's 7-5 in favor of Caleb Straw from Independence over Andres Lugo from South Bama.
They're going to go in the middle of this round. They are going to go right into the championship matches. They're going to start those at 2:30 is when they will start the championship matches here.
It's going to be Stabley Mallory's choice to start the 3rd, and he's going to choose down. I would imagine Sheeler's just going to cut him loose. He does. And immediately Mallory dives in on a double and down blocked by Sheeler. Mallory up now 5-4 in front headlock now by Sheeler. Mallory doing a great job controlling that right elbow. And should we get a stalemate there, Sheeler's going to bring him up to his feet. Got to be careful for that cross knee pick.
There's the Sheeler dives in on a reshot. Mallory looking to get behind arms. He's got a leg hook. If he gets that, he's behind the left arm. Now he's behind the right arm. There's 2-point takedown. He's up 7-4 with a minute and a half to go.
Now stand up by Sheeler. It's now 7-5. And Mallory's going to split the hands and face him. What a match we got going right here. 1:16 left to go. 7-5. in favor of Stavely Mowry. Trying to pull a big upset. Go ahead.
Over
Jamie.
here, Caleb Straw with a 9-5 lead over Andres Lugo. They're about to go to the second period. It's 9-5.
Yeah, wild match over there on mat number 3.
Well, we'll see what kind of balance Stavely Mowry has here. Sheeler's in on a single. Mowry with a hard whizzer. Let's see if he can pick up 2 off of it. Scramble situation. Mowry trying to cut the corner on Sheeler.
He just got to hook that ankle. He almost has it.
Got a hook. There's a 2-point takedown by Stavely Mowry.
And a switch from Sheeler. Mowry has a chance to take him to his back here.
Well, just be gracious across that far shoulder. That's a great job. There's 38 seconds left to go. Stavely Mowry up 9-5, riding tough. He's got a Turk in. He's got a hard crossface from left field to right field. Had a 1,001 count. Missed the 2 there as Sheeler rolls out of it. Granby roll attempt now by Sheeler. High leg over by Mowry. And Sheeler's trying that high leg over, and Mowry's doing a great job keeping his hips high. 15 seconds left to go. Stavely Mowry, this would be a huge upset, gentlemen. Stavely Mowry, you know, Jamie, you talked about it coming down. He can wrestle with the best of them, and he does a great job. His style frustrates a lot of good people.
Yeah, he really does, and he just does a great job of staying in good position, and he gets the win there.
9-5. What a match. That'll be huge next week, next Saturday.
Yeah, that's the top 126-pound bracket the next couple of weeks in the district that West Delaware competes in.
A great job by Stavely Mowry. Now we're going to go to 138. We'll stay in the middle match. As blood time over on mat number 3, so we'll stay in the middle of the mat as we got 138 counters coming up. That's going to be for West Delaware. That's going to be Jaden Payton, and he's going to be taking on Aiden Dahl. Dahl was the 5th seed coming in, the senior at 25-14. Payton, the number 2 seed, upset by Adam Hansen from center point.
Dahl from Solon. Don't remember the score of that dual, or in that dual meet earlier in the year.
Dahl in on a single. He's got the left leg of Jaden Payton up. Now he's going to try to back trip the freshman. Payton trying to kick out of it. That's going to be a 2-point takedown for Dahl. As Payton tried to reach back and grab an ankle and get a scramble. And couldn't quite get the handle on the ankle of Aiden Dahl. Claw right now by Dahl. Hand control, knee slide by Payton to try to get to his feet. Nice stand up by Payton. Going to put the hand by Dahl. Dahl's going to cut him loose. 2-1 now.
And over here, a headlock for Caleb Straw. He leads this match 16-7. He's going to pick up some near fall points. And he's going to pick up 3 near fall. He goes up 19-7 now.
I caught attempt by Payton. In actually way too deep. We'll see if he can find himself out of it here. And he's going to step over the left ankle of Dahl. There's going to be a 2-point takedown by Payton. Boy, he got in so deep on that, he was almost behind Dahl. Now he goes to a quick chicken wing, knocks Dahl off his base. Tight waist with the right, chicken wing with the left, inside wrist now with the right. Let's see what he decides to do with it.
Over here, it's going to be another 3-point near fall for Caleb Straw. He goes up 22-7, and that'll be a tech fall for Caleb Straw. So Straw will wrestle for 7th place with a 22-7 tech fall.
There's a nice job by Payton inside wrist. Rolls the wrist out to a bar, and then he tries to take that bar to a baseball grip and throw Dahl to his back, and Dahl's going to roll through. 16 seconds left to go in the period number 1. Jared Payton up on top, riding very, very tough right now, very, very physical. I imagine taking a little frustration out about right now.
Over here on mat number 3 now, it's going to be Grant Hager from Beckman. He's going to take on Braden Geringer from Marion. So that's the 3rd place consolation semifinal at 138 pounds. Winner of that match will take on this winner here between Jaden Payton and Aiden Dahl.
It's going to be Dahl's choice. He's going to defer over to Payton, and Payton will cheese down to start period number 2, up 3-2.
Jaden really did a good job breaking Dahl's hips down into that first period after he came back with a takedown of his own. Here's Jaden up to his feet, looking to peel the hands and get away from Dahl. Dahl looking to lift here, and Payton peels the hands and turns it around. So that's a 1-point escape to take a 4-2 lead for Jaden Payton.
I liked about Payton right there. He kept his hips low. Dahl tried to lift and return, and then Payton tried to drop, kept his hips low. There's an elbow pass attempt by Payton, and a nicely countered by Dahl into one of the best freshmen in the area and a very, very fine senior from Solon Going at it right here.
Over here, a 2-point takedown for Geringer of Marion and a 2-point reversal by Grant Hager. So that match tied up 2-2.
Neutral position. We're still in neutral position on mat number 1, right in the center of everybody here. There's a low single attempt by Peyton. He's in deep. He's got Dahl elevated. Dahl's over the top of Peyton, reaching back and trying to control that left ankle. Dahl now wrapped around the waist of Peyton, and Peyton tries to dump him on the side. As it does, Dahl's going to roll him through. Peyton counters back to the feet to go neutral. Great shot, re-shot, great counter by both of these guys. Great match right here. It's 4-2. Again, the winner will move on to wrestle for 3rd and 4th. The loser will wrestle for 5th and 6th. Go ahead.
Jaden Payton pulling hard on that left side underhook, getting Dahl. Dahl's really trying to pull away, and then Dahl came in looking for an inside trip. If Jaden can time that up, you can get a heel kick there. And over here, it looks like
Grant Hager with a fall in 1 minute and 40 seconds. So Hager will wrestle for 3rd and 4th place for Beckman. He'll take on the winner of that match between Peyton and Dahl. Now up on mat number 3, it's going to be Mitchell Mangold for West Delaware, as Mangold wrestling in the 3rd place consolation semi against Austin Roos of Bent Community.
We've got Peyton with a takedown, so he takes a 6-2 lead into the 3rd period. He's riding tough here as time expires in the 2nd, and it's going to be Dahl's choice starting the 3rd period. Mangold out to a quick takedown, and he's going to cut Roos loose. Like you said earlier, Roger, about Peyton taking some frustration out. You can see Mangold taking some frustration out now as he gets another takedown and cuts Roos loose. So he's up 4-2, 15 seconds into this match.
Yeah, he's doing a great job controlling elbows, and Roos has not found an answer for that explosiveness of Mitch Mangold yet. So Mangold with a single, switches over to a double. He's going to pick up takedown number 3. He's going to cut loose one more time. He's going to cut Roos loose.
We got rhyme time.
Here we go. 1 point escape by Roos. Firing is carried by Mangold. He's going to pick up 2 on the edge of the mat. Now 8-3, 111. So Mangold making short work of this, trying to build some points up here, and then we'll look for the fall here shortly.
There's Jaden Payton in on a shot, but Dahl defends nicely with an underhook as Dahl took neutral to start this 3rd period. We're 30 seconds in. Dahl with double underhooks. If you're Jaden Payton, you've got to clear one of them. Dahl looking to push Peyton out of bounds, try to get some pressure back for a throw. Jaden doing a good job of not being overly aggressive here and walking into it. And there the tie gets cleared. There's a nice reshot by Jaden Payton. He's on a high crotch to the left side. Doubles off, and he's got Dahl on his butt. There's 2-point takedown. Jaden Payton climbing the body looking for a leg turk here.
And Mangold now fighting off a double by Roos. Front headlock now by Mangold. Let's see if we can hit a go behind off of that. A lot of pressure. There's a go behind by Mangold. Let's see if we can lift and return. There's a back trip. Back trip by Mangold. It's now 10-4, 33 seconds left to go. So you talk about some points. Now Mangold's going to stack up Roos. That's going to be the fall right there. There's the fall in 1-34. Mitchell Mangold with a fall.
So a great period by Mitchell Mangold.
Well, I'm mad that I'm not in the finals, so I'm going to take it out on everybody else I face. So that's kind of what you expect, Jamie, out of a senior wrestling your last WaMaC.
How you do is, just try to come back and get the best place you can get. Right now for Mitchell Mangold, that's 3rd place. You want to finish on that odd step here today. It's just 21 seconds left to go here with Jaden Payton and Aiden Dahl. Payton gets a 1 count. He leads it 8-2 here in the 3rd place consolation semifinal for Jaden Payton. Looks like he's going to go on to win that match. He'll take on Grant Hager of Beckman in the 3rd place match.
Just a really good match. Just a solid match. He gave up that first takedown, then he came back, and just a really solid match there, 8-2. So looking for, that's going to be a good match for the bronze medal right there with Grant Hager, 28-5, he's a senior. And Jaden Payton now 30-3 on the year. That was his 30th win of his freshman campaign, having a great year.
Yeah, absolutely right, Jamie. And here we have coming to the mat at 145 for Dyersville Beckman. It's going to be Mason Recker coming out to mat 1, and he's wrestling from Center Point Clark Dillon. And this will be, is this the 7th place constellation or 3rd place? This is the 7th place constellation. as Wrecker lost to Garrett Arp, South Tema, in his first match and has been on fire on the backside ever since.
If he wins this match, he'll wrestle Arp again for 7th place. But again, first has to get past Clark Dillon, a center point Urbana here.
And Dillon came into the tournament at 16-11. The junior pointer from center point, so no slouch here. And Mason Raker, no slouch either, 17-8 in the tournament. So a couple of guys here that are still fighting to stay in the tournament. Nice single long shot by Raker, down blocked by Dillon. Front headlock now by Dillon. Dillon trying to cut the corner, windmills out of it. The 2-point takedown. That was just a good finish by the pointer from center point. Right there on that windmill finish out of the front headlock. So Raker has some work to do to get that 2 back, and then need a few more points to take the lead here as Dillon has Raker belly down and working a hard crossface from left to right and trying to set up a crossface cradle or a butcher from left to right.
Coming up at 2:30, we're going to have start our championship matches. As our first one will be up right away at 106 pounds. It'll be Blake Engel of West Delaware taking on Keaton Zymet of Central DeWitt. We'll have Isaiah Weber of Independence at 113 pounds. And our next one will not be until 132 pounds, where we'll see Ryan Phillips taking on Jalen Schropp.
And that was a nice stand-up by Raker. He got to his feet, but as he did, Dillon dropped in on a single, picked up that left knee, and then it was an easy front trip by Dillon to knock Raker back down to the mat there. So no points exchanged, 14 seconds left. It's still a 2-0 lead by Clark Dillon.
Clark, that's another one of those names that sounds kind of backwards.
Yes, Clark. Clark Dillon.
So we go out of bounds with 4 seconds left. We're going to get a restart. See if we can get some points at the end of the period here. And maybe a locked hands. Looks like, no, he had the wrist. So we're going to go to the second period, and we'll see whose choice it is.
That's going to be Dylan's choice. He's going to defer over as this is our only area match on the mat right now, so we'll stay with it. As it's going to be Dylan's choice, he will go down. And Raker is tough on top with the legs, so we'll see if he can slap a cross body ride in on the junior from center point. He's been very lethal with the crossbody ride. And he likes to go that crab ride, too, like to pull people right on top of you. And Dillon comes to a nice stand-up. If you're going to beat a legger, guys, that's the way to beat it. Come right to that stand-up. And we're going to get stalling against no stalling yet. He lifted and returned the step by Raker. And Dillon's going to stand up and square him off. And Raker will drop in on a single. He has to pop his head out.
See if Raker can climb up with the Turk here.
Referee down looking for locked hands on Raker. He's got a Turk in. It's a low. He's there, gets it up around the knee. Now if he can go crossface, he might have some back points here. He tightens that Turk up, gets it a little bit deeper. There goes crossface from right to left.
Far shoulder out here.
Let's see if he can turn him over. Dillon looking for some points. Raker looking for some points here.
Looking to straighten out that arm. He's close. Our referee looking close. Not quite. And it looks like Clark Dillon's going to find his way to his belly.
Boy, that Raker's going to reach underneath and grab that left elbow of Clark Dillon, take him to his back, and Dillon's going to roll through as they both go off the edge. So back to the middle of the mat. Nice job by Mason Raker. On top, riding tough. Just so close to tying that match up. Dillon set. There's a quick stand-up. Standing switch attempt by Dillon. Raker usually feels pretty comfortable in this position. But he doesn't get a leg in. Gets the hips a little sloppy. So Dillon's going to drop in and pick up that left knee. Then probably shake Raker off the top as Raker tries to throw a leg in. But he's very high with his ride. 36 seconds left to go in period number 2. Clark Dillon trying to shake Mason Raker off. Raker hanging on for dear life. He's got a section cuff hooked to the legs of Dillon. Dillon trying to pop his head out. And now a half Nelson. Half Nelson by Dillon. Raker finds himself on his back. Could be a fall here by Clark Dillon. Referee looking close. 15 seconds left on the clock. Mason Raker will have to go to a high bridge as Clark Dillon cinches up, tightens that half Nelson up. Now he steps over the legs. Raker tries to roll through. 3 seconds left. There's the fall. 3:59 3:59 right there. Dylan will move on, and Mason Raker will get knocked out of the tournament. Boy, that's a tough one right there, guys.
Yeah, just caught himself out of position. That's kind of the danger of using legs. If you get high, you're very susceptible to getting reversed to your back, and that's exactly what happened in that match.
We'll stay right on mat number 1. It'll be Owen Hunegarth of Beckman taking on Caden Pendergrass from Mount Vernon. Again, this is a 7th place consolation semifinal with Hunegarth and Pendergrass.
And we'll get the handshake out there. Looks like Hunegarth has got the green leg band on. He quickly drops in on a very nice single. And going to cut the corner on Pendergrass. And that's going to be a 2-point takedown. Boy, that was lightning fast right there, Sam. Nice job once he got in on that single. He didn't stay underneath and finished it very quickly.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And these are two younger wrestlers. Hunegarth, a freshman, and Pendergrass, a sophomore, both coming into this tournament with winning records, but tough WaMaC, you're going to have to be pretty good to hit the medal stand here. So here we have Hunegarth working a crossface, trying to get that shoulder of Pendergrass buried, and he looks like he's almost has the cradle locked up, and Pendergrass gets up to his base and peels away those hands. So we'll see if Hunegarth can get those hips broken down again.
Good hand control by Pendergrass underneath, taking away that crossface. It's a solid crossface by Hunegarth. And now stand up by Pendergrass. And he's going to try to split the hands. Back trip by Hunegarth is going to take Pendergrass back down to the mat. Now another stand up. We're going to go off the edge of the mat back to the middle.
So 52 seconds left to go in this first period. Hunegarth right in tough. See if he can put a pinning combination together here. There's a tripod stand up by Pendergrass. He drops back down to a knee. Now he's pushing back. He's up to his feet. Hunegarth drops in on the leg and is able to dump Pendergrass. Pendergrass gets the kicks up, but Hunegarth follows around behind. So no points in that exchange.
Over here, we're going to go to mat number 4. Coming up, it's going to be Joe Prieb of Independence taking on Abe Nickel of Macokota. This is a 3rd place consolation semifinal.
With 24 seconds left, Hunegarth still on top of Pendergrass. Now a chicken wing by Hunegarth. Let's see if he can throw Pendergrass to his back. That's going to try to set up a farmer. Now a whip over. And Pendergrass is going to sit out, face, and turn in and face Hunegarth. Hunegarth is going to have to drop in on a single. It's going to be quick feet by Pendergrass, and he'll score a 1-point escape with 3 seconds left to go. And Hunegarth comes at him, and that's going to do it for period number 1.
Over here, no points as Abe Nickel was in deep on a shot on Joe Prieb. Prieb able to fight it off, so still no score here. Minute 19 left to go here in period number 1.
So going to period number 2 with Hunegarth and Pendergrass. It's going to be Pendergrass going down, and Hunegarth will go on top. Stand up by Pendergrass. Nice lift and return by Hunegarth.
Yeah, we just see Hunegarth drop in on a leg to get him back to the mat, and now he has a lift and return, and Pendergrass up to his feet again. Big lift and return. Pendergrass up to his feet again. Great job landing on his base by Pendergrass and then coming back up to his feet, but we go out of bounds and we'll have another restart.
Abe Michael with a 2-point takedown over here, got in deep on a single and covered it up. Now he's going to throw a crossbody right in on the right side of Joe Prieb. Power half Nelson on the left, crossbody right on the right, power half Nelson on the left. Prieb's got a hold of that right heel of Abe Nickel and trying to pull that up and create some distance. Nickel trying to score some back points here. He's getting a 2 count. Got a 2 count on the tilt with the power half Nelson. Now he's got a 3 count going. And let's see if he gets a 3-point near fall. I think he's just got a 2-point near fall.
Prieb back to his base, playing off that power half. He got to his base by pushing back and putting Abe Michael in danger of a defensive fall, and then rolls through his belly. So there's the 2 near fall for Abe Michael. He'll take a 4-0 lead into the second period.
Well, man number 1 in the middle mat is going to be a 1-point stand-up, 1-point escape by Pendergrass from Mount Vernon. And he's going to tie this thing up at 2-2 with 58 seconds left.
And I spoke too soon over here on mat 4. As in those last 7 seconds there, Abe Michael was able to pick up a set of 3 back. So he takes a 7-0 lead into the second period at 170 pounds over Joe Prieb of Independence.
Hundergarth with a high crotch attempt on Pendergrass, and Pendergrass is going to counter that very nicely. Reshot now by
Delaware. You are in the hole on match one.
We're going to go right into championship matches here with still consolation backside matches going on. So it's going to get pretty crazy here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's stay with us. There's a snap and spin by Pendergrass on Hundergarth, and he's going to take the lead 4-2 with 14 seconds left. You hate to give up points in short time left, but it was just a really physical snap and spin by Pendergrass.
And there's a nice side roll by Hundergarth where you get one as they go out of bounds. If they had a little more space, Hundergarth would have picked up the 2-point reversal. So, but like you said, Roger scored with short time. Huge.
And there's a double by Hundergarth. There's a 2-point takedown as time expires.
3 seconds.
3 seconds. Hundergarth in on a double and picks up the 2 and goes up 5-4.
That's where you see Pendergrass just kind of gave up on the period and got caught flat-footed. Great job by Owen Hundergarth throughout the whole first 4 minutes.
Great job by the freshman right there from Beckman Catholic. He takes the lead 5-4. Into the third period we go. Over on mat number 4, it's 9-0. Abe Mickle just right in the legs on Joe Preeb from Independence. He's going to pick up a three more near fall. He's got a hard, he's got a Turk in right now, and he goes cross-face from left to right. Joe Preeb finds himself on his back. Mickle trying to elevate that left leg. He's still got the cross-face in. Not going to get the fall, but he's in a great position with the Turk. Picking up 3 near fall. He's going to go up by 12-0. Now tries to power half Nelson. Tries to sink that half Nelson in. I think he kicks off the leg to Preeb. He kicks off the leg, and wraps his left arm around the back of Preeb. And we're going to get the fall right there. Was that a slap to mat? That was a...
Yeah, I think it was. He was able to sink in that underhook.
So Abe Mickle will win by a fall here over Joe Preeb.
And over here on mat 1, we have a 1-point escape for Owen Hundergarth. And he's in on an elbow pass double leg. Gets extended. He's up 6-4 as of now, but Pendergrass looking to come around to tie this thing up with 45 seconds left.
42 seconds tied up. Hundergarth underneath.
Pendergrass is going to cut him, try to win this thing in regulation, but as he does that, he just stands up, doesn't clear away, and Hundergarth drops in on the shot. He's looking for a reversal here. That would make it 8-6. Doesn't quite have it yet. If he just gets the escape here, there's 20 seconds left. You definitely don't want to get a stalemate here, Roger, and get put back down with 15 seconds. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. So Owen Hundergarth, 13 seconds. You got to get one to win the match.
So Hundergarth has to go to the corner there, and I'm not sure what he's going to the corner to do, but he's going to the corner, and Pendergrass thinks this is tied up at 6s. Pendergrass trying to stay in the mat there. So we'll move over to weight class 220. Over on mat number 2, we have Ben Petlin for the West Delaware Hawks, and he's going to be taking on from Benton Community Crawford Zach, who's a senior at 24 and 10.
And over on mat number 3 from Independence at 195, it is Christian Kramer, and he is taking on from DeWitt Mitchell Machowski in that consolation match.
So getting real busy all of a sudden again. 13 seconds left to go. Hundergarth now back to action, trying to stand up. Pendergrass takes him back down. And we're going to go to overtime. 5 seconds. No, we're not going to go to overtime. Might be a 1-point escape. Should be a 1-point escape as time expires. Hundergarth is going to pick up this win, 7-6.
What a finish by Hundergarth there. It's about 7 seconds left. Tried to side roll all the way through, dove back in on the legs of Pendergrass, and then just stood right up to get the victory.
Boy, oh boy. What a match there by the freshman from Beckman Catholic.
We've got a takedown and near fall for Christian Kramer in the first period over here on mat number 3, and he gets the fall in 1 minute and 11 seconds, so he moves on. Christian Kramer will go for third place at 195. There's Ben Petlin in on a nice leg attack takedown over there on mat number 2. He takes the 2-0 lead, 1 minute left in the first period.
That was a very nice shot. And, Jamie called that earlier about how aggressive Ben Petlin has been on his feet. And when he decides to go, he's been very He hasn't missed the mark too many times.
Oh, he certainly hasn't. And, you know, you just go. I like how he just gets right after. You know, he lost another tough match against a good opponent in the semifinals, but now you got to come back. You got to get rid of that match. You got to get rid of that match and come right out in consolation, and that's what he's doing here, going right after that crossface cradle.
Well, that's the only area wrestler out on the mat right now, so we'll stay on mat number 2. Has a cradle attempt by Petlin. He doesn't lock his hands, but he's going to pick up a 2-point near fall. He's going to basically load Zach up on his hip, and he's going to pick up a 2-point near fall as time expires. Very nice, timely move there by Ben Petlin to pick up that 2.
Yeah, like you said, Roger, started as a cradle out of that Augsburg ride and then ended up almost like a tilt with the way he loaded it up in his lap.
So it's going to be Zach's choice. He's going to defer over to Petlin, and Petlin will choose down. He looks over to his coaches in the corner, Coach Voss in the corner.
20 representatives here from the
Inside wrist now by Zach. Petlin's going to have to roll that wrist out back over it. He's got to back up on all fours. Inside wrist by Zach. Inside wrist by Zach. And here we go. We're going to go right in the finals, Jamie, on mat number 1.
I think they're going to run it just like they did for the Jerry Eckenrod.
All right, inside wrist by Zach. Ben Petlin trying to get that inside wrist, that left arm out.
You know, guys, the last time we saw the Hawks in action at the Perry tournament, that was one of the most exciting final rounds of a tournament I've ever seen, I think. Lots of great matches. We'll see if we can match it today.
Well, Steve Diamond ranked number 1 in Class 2A, and he's a short, stocky, very muscular, very, very wiry. With Blake Engel, a lot of length. That's going to be a 2-point takedown by Diamond as Engel came in. He kept his head down.
1-point escape over there for Ben Petlin. He goes up 5-0 with 40 seconds left to go in the second period.
That's actually go in the middle of the mat. Diamond has Engel belly down in the middle of the mat, working a double inside wrist, trying to roll that wrist out to a chicken wing or a bar. Engel doing a nice job covering up his hands. I'm a bit surprised that Diamond cuts him loose and goes back to neutral. He's trying to roll that right wrist out to a bar. He's got it out to a bar on the right side. Took an inside wrist out to a bar.
2-point takedown over there for Ben Petlin. He goes up 7-0 here with 13 seconds left to go in the second period. Now gets high riding, has to come out, circle around the front, has a front headlock on Crawford Zach, and now he's got him on his back, but time's going to run out. He's going to get a 2 near fall at the end of that period. So 9-0 lead for Ben Petlin as we go to the third.
There's a chicken wing on the left side. Diamond's got a chicken wing on the left side of Engel, and we're going to stop. We got to stop it right there.
We almost had some 195-pounders landed on our 106-pounders in the championship match.
Yeah, you have to do that. The referees thought they were both, they got center mat going out, and there's only probably 5 feet of space in between the mats. So you got some 195-pounders headed towards the 6-pounders. Officials were right on the spot. There's a tilt by Diamond. He's going to pick up probably a 3-point near fall. He's got the left wrist. Blake Engel trapped around his waist, and he's going to pick up a 3-point near fall. Now he locks up a chicken wing on the left side. He's going to get a 3-point near fall. There's a 3-point near fall for Diamond. Now chicken wing on the left. The physical Diamond from Central DeWitt. Keith Diamond, he's only a sophomore. He's working on his 33rd win of the year against 1 loss.
Blake Engel comes out of it.
That's a nice job, Engel rolling out of it there.
Nearly got an escape, but it's going to be 3 back points for Diamond.
Ben Petlin with a 2-point reversal. He goes up 11-0 now here with a minute left to go in the third period. Now goes right back to that crossface. Does Ben Petlin. Now he's going to go to look for a drive cradle on the near side. And they're going to go off the edge of the mat. 50 seconds left to go, and Ben Petlin with an 11-0 lead over Crawford Zach of Bend Community.
And we get Blake Engel starting too soon, but it was a whistle off the other mat, and no caution. Engel will go up on top of Diamond. And Diamond working good hand control. Engel tries to go to that tight waist. And good hand control by Zymet. Going to feel that cross face off. Come right to the stand-up, put the hands of Engel. And we're back to neutral with Zymet up 9-0. And very, very tough, Sam.
Yeah, let's see if I'd like to see Blake Engel maybe get to a front headlock here and start scoring some points. But now he's underneath in the front headlock of Zymet. Zymet looking for a go behind Blake Engel, looking for a carry. And he's got the elbow tight, but Zymet's going to go around and scoop a leg. Zymet looking for a 2-point takedown, and he gets it to go up 11-0.
1 point escape over there for Crawford Zach of Benton Community. Now Ben Petland back in on a leg as they go off the edge of the mat. And no points, so it'll be 11-1 with 10 seconds left to go in the third period.
Blake Engel, one of 7 West Delaware finalists here. And as we said earlier, they were 3 points and 9 seconds away from having 10 in the finals today, which has been outstanding. But Blake Engel trying to start it off for the West Delaware Hawks.
Ben Petland's going to win that match 11-1, a major decision for the junior. So he will advance and wrestle for third place here.
You know, and I was just thinking to myself that Ben Petling, for a 220-pounder, wrestles a lot like a lightweight, and then it dawned on me, the kid's gone from 138 to 170 to 220, so he kept a lot of that nimbleness and aggression.
It's a rate of gain champion at the Delaware County Fair right there.
Yeah.
Tell you what. All right, we're going to 49 seconds, 11-0. Keaton Zymet up on Blake Engel. Only area match in business right now, so we'll stay on that championship match now. Now Zymet up on top, riding a tight waist, knee slide to a stand-up by Engel. Engel now tries to come back to the stand-up, and Zymet's going to trap his left wrist around his midsection. He's going to tilt him for a 2-point near fall. It's going to be a 13-0 lead now after the second period for Keaton Zymet. And we're quickly seeing why he is one of the top wrestlers in Class 2A at 106. 17 seconds left. He's up 13-0. Blake Engel trying to go the whole 6 with the sophomore Saber. 8 seconds left to go on the clock, and we're going to go to the third period, and I believe it will be Zymet's choice. Let's see where he decides to go. Maybe it's going to be Engel's choice. That's going to be a Zymet's choice. He will choose up. If Blake Engel can avoid the tech fall here, I mean, that's saying something. You know, the last time these two wrestled, it was the first period pin by Zymet.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Or you can come out here and score a point, you know, offensive escape here, and start building, just start chipping away, closing the gap on him.
What happens, there's a nice switch attempt by Engel. He's inside the thigh of Zymet. Zymet's going to cut him loose, and something happened to Zymet right there. And he's wincing with a little pain and holding that left arm. You see that, Sam?
Yeah.
Holy Keaton Zymet is holding that left arm. I don't know if he sprained his shoulder or, you know, Blake Engel came out with that hard switch.
Yeah, extended something maybe.
He's really wincing with pain on that left arm, left shoulder, right on the deltoid muscle of his left shoulder. I tell you what, he's in a lot of pain right now. Called the trainers out to the mat. So while they get this squared away, we're going to go back to action. Okay. He said I'm good to go. So the trainers came right out, and I tell you what, such a DeWitt coaching staff was right up to their feet. So I'm sure he's still not all together out there, guys. He's holding that left arm.
Yeah.
So he's trying to hang on this last minute and 35 seconds. And Engel, the coaching staff at West Delaware, trying to get Engel to go on attack mode right here and see what they can do. But Zymet is obviously in a world of pain right here. He's going to snap Engel down to a front headlock. But he's almost wrestling one arm. Engel now is going to try to shoot a fireman's carry. He dives underneath Zymet. Zymet's going to try to cut the corner on Engel. He's going to pancake Engel to his back. No points there. That boy gave him 2.
Yeah.
Was that 2 there?
Yeah. Yep, so that'll be the tech.
That's going to see the tech fall right there.
And Zymet picks up a takedown and then 2 near fall.
He's going to get a bag of ice on that left arm. But I'll tell you what, courageous battle there for Blake Engel, gentlemen.
Yeah, it was. As Keith Zymet with that win there, is going to win his second WaMaC title in as many years. With that 17-1 Tech fall over Blake Engel. So Engel will finish second here. That's going to move us right into 113-pound championship. It'll be Isaiah Weber from Independence taking on Cole Whitehead of CPU.
That's going to be a great match right here. I found out talking to Isaiah Weber's dad, Josh, at the lunchtime there. That 4-2 win by Weber over Grip. That was the fourth time they had wrestled this year. So, time you wrestle somebody 4 times, the gap tends to be there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Roger. And here we have a nice scramble, and it looks like Whitehead nearly gets the 2. Weber doing a good job rolling around. Whitehead got in on a low single, had Weber in danger, and now it's Weber who has the right leg of Whitehead, and Whitehead has the right leg of Weber. Now Whitehead gets the cradle locked up. He's getting back. Yep, there's the back points there. See if Weber can fight his way out of this. He's posted up on his elbows right now.
Very close to getting Isaiah Weber, very close to getting pinned in this position. He'll post his elbows. It's kind of it's not really not a textbook drive cradle. It was around the far side, but around the other leg. So 3-point near fall. So Isaiah Weber finds himself down 5-0 to Cole Whitehead from Center Point, Urbana. The number 2 seed at 28-4. 44 seconds left to go in period number 1, and there's a nice stand-up by Weber. 5-1. Weber in on a fireman's carry. He's going to try to dump Whitehead on his left hip. He does. He's going to have to pull his head out and go around the waist. He's still got a hold of the right knee. Then switches off to a double. He's going to try to step over the leg. There's going to be a 2-point takedown by Weber. Now 5-3. Good job by the freshman.
Yeah, great way to come back after giving up that opening takedown and cradle. Now Weber's got a cradle of himself. He's got 13 seconds to try to pick up some back points here. He's hip to hip. He's got him going. And now he's going to get a set of back points to himself. Looking for the fall is Isaiah Weber from Independence.
2-1. That's going to do it, but it's going to be a 3-point near fall. So after Isaiah Weber goes down 5-0, he scores 6 unanswered points and takes a 6-5 lead into the second period. And it's going to be Weber's choice. It's going to be Whitehead's choice. He's going to defer over to Weber. Weber will choose down.
Over on that number 2, Bennett English from Beckman trailing 4-1. 2 takedown and 2 near fall for Caleb Schrock of South Tama. English picks up a 1-point escape. He trails 4-1, 35 seconds left to go in the first period.
All right, Weber set. Whitehead up on top. A stand-up attempt by Weber. He's got to make sure he keeps his head up, Sam. He's coming to that inside stand-up with his head down. And as long and lanky as Whitehead is, you don't want to get cradled up again.
Yeah, you're right. We saw him hit that cradle before. Now Whitehead's going for the chicken wing on the right side. But Weber doing a great job staying on his base. He turns in. He keeps his head up here and gets some back pressure. He can get away. Now we're in a sit-out position. And Whitehead's going to try to slap a cradle on as he gets high. And he comes back around and hooks the ankle. Weber has that left arm of Whitehead. Now Whitehead in on the leg. Weber tries to turn it in. Perhaps would have gotten away if he kicked out there, but it's Whitehead that follows him up around.
First period over on mat number 2. That is a 7th place consolation semifinal over there as Bennett English of Beckman trailing 8-1 after the first period. He's going to choose down to start the second. Over here on mat number 4 is Levi Feldman for Beckman at 113 pounds. He's wrestling for 7th place on mat number 4, and he's going to come around and pick up a 2-point takedowner to start this first period.
Scramble situation on mat number 1, the championship match. Whitehead drapes over the top of Weber. Weber now drops in on a single. He's got his head to the outside. He's going to have to go around the waist. There he cuts Whitehead off, going around the waist, trying to circle from right to left. Whitehead over the top of Weber. He's blocked around the left leg. Weber's going to try to split the legs of Whitehead. Whitehead still over the top, through the leg.
That looks like it should be nearly a 2-point reversal there for Weber. He had Whitehead on his butt, and Weber was around both legs with his head out. And still no point. Weber looking to come out the back door now. 7 seconds left in this period. No points yet still. Whitehead's locked around the crotch. and we're going to end the second period, with the ride out.
Bennett English losing by fall in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so he'll be eliminated from the tournament for the Blazers at heavyweight. So English eliminated. Over on mat number 3 now. It's Nick Schmidt of Beckman taking on Federico Russo of Center Point Urbana, and it's Russo out with a 2-point takedown, 1.5 minutes left to go in period number 1.
Well, we're going to go to the third period right here, and it's 6-5 in favor of Isaiah Weber. Cole Whitehead in on a single. Weber's now on his knees. I like to see him up on his toes. Now, Whitehead elevates Weber. Weber locks around the waist of Whitehead. Got to get his hips up.
Yeah, you're
on his knees instead of on his toes, Sam.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Whitehead putting Weber in danger here in that single leg, looking for a neutral fall, as he has been a couple times this match. And Weber's going to bail. We're going to have a 2-point takedown for Cole Whitehead.
And 122 and counting. Whitehead takes a 7-6 lead on Isaiah Weber, the fine freshman from Independence. This is a great match. We thought it would be. It's the short stockiness of Isaiah Weber against the leverage, the length of Cole Whitehead. The legs by Whitehead. Weber's going to pull it out. Now he's got a half Nelson. Got back points. Maybe 1,001, 1,002. We'll see if we get back points out of it. Probably not. It's going to be a 2-point. Oh, it's going to be a 2-point. He did get 2 back. So it's 10-7 now in favor of Isaiah Weber with 50 seconds left to go. Weber on top has Whitehead knocked down.
And there's a fall over here for Levi Feldman of Beckman at 113 pounds. So Feldman will finish in 7th place here today. And a fall over here
for Schmidt.
Schmidt is going to lose this match by fall.
No,
or win that match by fall.
He was able to stack him up there.
So Schmidt will finish in 7th place as well. So the 2 Blazers back-to-back falls for 7th place at 106 and 113.
Well, 28 seconds left to go, and Isaiah Weber clinging to a 3-point lead, but, you know, I still don't know if 3 points is enough here. The way Whitehead is roly-poly here.
Yeah, these guys have really been getting into some scrambles, and that's a dangerous situation. But Weber's doing a great job controlling this wrist. He's got the right wrist of Weber. He's got that elbow buried all over on the left side. And now he's working a half Nelson, looking for another pair of back points. 5 seconds to go, and it looks like Weber's going to ride this one out and win his first WaMaC title as a freshman.
Over here, Luke Farmer looking for a fall for West Delaware as he's taking on. There's the fall for Luke Farmer, 35 seconds, as he pins Jacoby Lahr of Solon. So Farmer will finish in 5th place here today with a fall.
And Jamie, that's Luke Farmer's 3rd fall of the day. 6 bonus points, and he wrestled way above his feet here today. All right, what a great finals match. Congratulations to Coach Josh Weber, the father of Isaiah Weber. So great family action in that independent corner, and a great finals match at 113.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now at 120, not area wrestlers, but we do have, like Jamie said earlier, Beasley from Center Point Urbana going for his 4th title.
Over here on mat number 4, Thomas Madison of Independence wrestling at 120 pounds, wrestling for 3rd place. He's taking on Cale Scranton of Clear Creek Amana. It's a 2-point takedown for Scranton. Now a 1-point escape by Madison. He goes up 2-1, or trails 2-1, excuse me.
I'm not sure, but I think Beasley may be the only undefeated wrestler in the tournament today.
Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan. Okay, very good at 170. All right, Madison going at it. That weight class 120, taking on Scranton from Clear Creek Amana. We should have Evan Woods in a rematch coming up on deck on mat number 2. In a rematch with Chase Malloy. That was a 3-1 match here. First period over. Madison, Scranton up 2-1 on Thomas Madison. Madison's going to defer over to Scranton, and we'll see what Scranton decides to do. He's going to choose down. Thomas Madison coming into the tournament, seeded number 6. So wrestling way above, having a great tournament is the senior from Independence, and that's what you expect. The senior coming in here and wrestling their last tournament, nothing to save anything for, and just getting after it.
Yeah, he's wrestling really well today. And over here on mat number 3, at 132. That is holding Griffith from Independence. He gets the takedown, and I think he got a quick set of near fall there before giving up the escape against Hageman of Dyersville Beckman.
There's a fall by Scranton in at 232. So Scranton will take the bronze medal here today over Thomas Madison. Madison will finish in fourth place. But when you're seeded sixth and you finish fourth, that's a great tournament.
That's going to bring Stapley Mowry on deck up now on mat number 4. Want to give a quick shout out here today to Dick and Karen Cole listening in from Florida. As hopefully Dick's listening in, just had his knee replaced, so hopefully lounging in his chair or on the couch today, listening to some high school wrestling here today from the WaMaC tournament. So big shout out to them there. 6-1, the lead for Holden Griffith now over Nick Hageman of Beckman. As Stapley Mowry underway over here, taking on Sam Stevens of Clear Creek, Amana.
Well, this is number 6 seeded Stevens going against the number 4 seeded Mowry. Expected this to be a very, very interesting match here. Stevens is a junior at 25 and 13. Mowry's a sophomore at 16 and 11 coming into the tournament.
There's a single attempt by Mowry. He comes back up, and it's going to be a carry on the reshot for Stevens from Clear Creek, Amana, and he's got looking for back points on Mowry here. Mowry gets his way out of it for now. Stevens has a half Nelson. See if Mowry can get back to his base here.
Holden Griffin's going to pick up a 3-point near fall at the end of that period. He goes up 9-1 over Nick Hageman of Beckman, and that's the 5th place match at 132 pounds.
Stapley Mowry showing us some Harrison Goebel shoulder flexibility right there, gentlemen. As Stevens had that half Nelson buried in there and could not get Mowry over with it.
Yeah, that's a spot-on comparison, Roger. Now Mowry's up to his feet. Oh, can he get one here? Mowry got up to his feet. He's going to get one. Stevens dropped in on his leg, and he saw Mowry try that broomstick, I've heard it called, 3-toe tilt out of there that he hit against the Assumption wrestler at the Jerry Eckenrod, and Stevens let go, and Mowry came up and got the 1-point escape.
There's a long single shot by Mowry, front headlock now by Stevens. Mowry telegraphing that shot, reshot now by Stevens. Mowry in the front headlock, 15 seconds left to go in period 1. And we'll see if Stapley Mowry can hang on to these 8 seconds without giving up 2 points. As Stevens tries to cut the corner, and he's going to pick up 2 with short time to go up 4-1. So Stapley Mowry down 4-1. It's going to be Stevens' choice. He's going to throw over to Mowry. Mowry will go down.
Still 9-1 over here. Now Holden Griffin's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. He's going to go to a headlock finish on Nick Hageman of Beckman. Got to elevate that head. He's looking for the fall. Official down looking close. As Holden Griffin, there's the fall. It's 2:57, so it's at 132. So Holden Griffith will finish in 5th place here today. And Nick Hageman of Beckman will finish in 6th.
We're back to action here, and Mowry takes down. He's up to his feet. Stevens dropping in on that single leg in. Mowry's got him sprawled out. He's trying to block the knee, grab an ankle, see if he can slide down and get a 1-point escape here. And he's right in on a shot immediately, so no escape yet. There's a nice cutback double, and no point. That ought to be one. There's the 1 escape for Stapley Mowry. See if he can get back in on that shot. That looked really smooth there, guys.
That was real clean, and he just missed. Just couldn't quite tighten it up to get Stevens on his hip. So 4-2, long single shot by Mowry. He's got the left elbow now, cuts across the double. He's going to drive Stevens across the mat. See if he can pop his head out and finish. Off the edge of the mat they go. Nice job by Stapley Mowry. Back to the middle. There's a long shot by Stevens. Nicely countered by Mowry. We'll look for Stapley Mowry to shoot right at the laces of Stevens. See if he can hit that elbow pass. Stevens doing a good job working the head of Mowry. Mowry with great hand control on Stevens from Clear Creek, Amana. Over on mat number 2, we have Evan Woods taking on Chase Malloy from Williamsburg. And there's a nice single by Woods. Let's see if he can finish it this time. Cuts across the double. There's 2 into his back. Got Malloy on his back. Evan Woods has Chase Malloy on his back. Let's see if he can get the fall. Woods has his supporting parts in. He's got a minute 25. Evan Woods trying to end this thing. He's got a deep half Nelson in. Let's see if he can tee out, spread those legs, get up on your toes. Malloy trying to post that right elbow. Woods trying to tighten it up. Off the edge of the mat they go, boy. But a 3-point near fall by Woods.
Over here on mat 4, Stately Mowry gave up a 2-point takedown and is out quick with an escape. Mowry really staying the aggressor here. Oh, and as I say that, Stevens with a nice reshot. Fireman's carry like he hit in the first period. So Stevens going to go up 8-3, looking for back points here at the end of the second period. Mowry fighting hard. We'll see if they get it. And time expires. Let's see what our official says. 2 back points. So Mowry finds himself down 10-3 as we start the third period. We're going to start neutral.
And Woods still up on top now, riding Malloy tough, up 5-0. Let's see if Evan Woods can take that 5th place spot home today. Finish on a good note.
Over here on mat number 3 coming up next, we're going to have Jaden Payton from West Delaware taking on Grant Hager from Beckman. Out here on the center mat, that's going to be Caleb Beasley's fourth WaMaC title for Caleb Beasley of Center Point Urbana. And just the 8th ever 4-time WaMaC champion, first since 2009 when Nathan Baskey won his 4th WaMaC title.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy task at all. Ryan Clark from Mount Vernon gave him everything he wanted right there, but Beasley pulled that one out. On his back again is Malloy, a 3-point near fall by Woods. He goes up 10-0 after the first period, and Evan Woods is feeling it right now as he is up, bopping and weaving on top on his feet and feeling good about the position he's in right now.
Yeah, Evan Woods really looking to finish the day strong here. He's only 5 points away from the tech ball in a match that hasn't gone his way every time it gets passed. Stately Mowry fighting off a deep half Nelson again. He's got 45 seconds left to make something happen.
Well, neutral position we go second period. Neutral position we go second period. There's that boot shoot by Woods. He's in deep on a single. Malloy got the left leg up. Let's see if he can finish it. He's going to back trip. That's going to be a 2-point takedown by Woods. And he's looking for a tech fall here. He's up 12-0. This match has kind of gotten out of hand over here. What's real close to Stevens up now, 12-4 with 19 seconds left to go.
Mowry with a chance from neutral, though. We'll see if he can get something feet to back, work some magic here. That low shot's not going to do it. We've got 10 seconds, and it looks like Stevens is going to win this match.
Stevens will win the seed of third, 126. No, seed of 6. He's going to wrestle way above his seed there. Stevens will take third today with a 12-4 win. It's that Stately Mowry guys having a great tournament. Having a great tournament for West Delaware today. Scored some very, very important points.
Yeah, seeded 4th, and he finished 4th. You know, you like to be at or above your seed, but nice day there for Stately Mowry. As now Evan Woods looking to pick up some near fall points, and hard to believe that was a 3-1 match earlier today. The way Evan Woods has come out and just dominated this 5th place match here today. And he's going to pick up 2. He's up 14-0, and now we're going to get underway over here on mat 3 with Jaden Payton and Grant Hager.
Well, that's going to be great. Quite a match over there for Payton and Hager. Hager, senior, is 28-5. And he is Leachy. So Jaden Payton has a nice ankle pick. What an ankle pick by Jaden Payton right there. Cat quick. Reached down to have the head, had the ankle, picks up 2, stand up by Hager. And Payton's going to reach down and pick up a single. Hager tries to attack the left knee and back trip him. Payton's going to back trip Hager, take him off the edge of the mat. Evan Woods, by the way, over there had a cradle locked up and did not turn Malloy. So back to action they go. That's 14-0. Maybe a release. We'll see what happens in the third period.
And Woods is going to take neutral, see if he can get a takedown to ice this match away. He's got 2 minutes to get the tech ball.
Well, one takedown will do it right here. We'll see if he can do it. He's in quickly on the leg. He's going to elevate Malloy above his head. And he's through the legs of Malloy. Malloy wrapped around the waist of Woods. Woods just has to come out the backside and finish this thing up. And see if he can score two here. Might get a stalemate. Although they're going to let Woods try to work out of it. He's going to turn and face Malloy. Malloy still grabs onto the left ankle of Woods. Woods has the left ankle of Malloy. Don't want to give up two right here if you're Evan Woods. Want to end this thing with a great shot. Stalemate.
Here we've got the escape for Hager. He's in on a single leg on Jaden Payton. Grant Hager, the tough senior from Dyersville Beckman, looking to get a takedown here to take the lead. Jaden Payton hard to finish on, but Hager does it. He gets a 2-point takedown off that single leg.
It's trying to end it with a shot on Malloy. A reshot by Malloy. 112 and counting. Malloy now still wrestling. No give up in Chase Malloy. Evan Woods is going to have to get it done himself. Bat number 3, Hager trying to tilt Payton, and Payton's rocking back and forth. In the meantime, there's a nice single by Woods. Let's see if he can finish it. That's got to be 2 right there. That's 2, and he's got Malloy going to his back. Could be a fall. That'd even be better. Referee looking close. There's the fall. There's the fall by Evan Woods. Going to get the job done at 5-16. What a way to end for Evan Woods.
Yeah, absolutely. A great match to finish today. Get some much-needed momentum going into the postseason. And look forward to see Evan wrestle the next couple of weeks, see what he can do.
Second fall of the day, gets a high five from Coach Litter and Coach Lenz in the corner. A great finish there.
Over on mat number 5, it's going to be Connor Grover of Beckman taking on Hunter Connolly of Macokota. It's a 2-0 lead over there for Grover as he picks up a 2-point takedown here in this first period. So with just 20 seconds left to go in the first period, it's Connor Grover of Beckman with a 2-point lead. This is in the 7th place match at 120 pounds.
And Hager right in tough with that 2-on-1. It looks like he has 2 near fall. And going to switch to a wing now on Jaden Payton as he has a 5-2 lead at minute 30 left in this second period.
I'm not sure whose choice it was there, but Hager's now got a chicken wing and inside wrist. That's Jaden Payton going to his back. Could pick up the fall here. As Payton trying to bridge, Hager's going to readjust here. And the high bridge now by Payton, finding himself in a position that he is normally not in. The senior from Beckman showing his experience right there and how leechy he is on top. Payton trying to bridge Hager off high bridge by Payton. Hager's going to readjust and rolling back and forth. That's a lot of time to fight off your back. But the freshman from West Delaware is going to get his belly down, but it's going to be a 3-point near fall.
And over here on mat 2, we have Caleb Straw in his 7th place match at 126. He's taking on from Benton Schellsburg, that is Brady Ortner, the freshman, and Caleb Straw's in on a single leg to the right side. See if he can finish here. Ortner's going to get him stalled out. And Straw gets around, can't quite hook the ankle.
1-point escape over there for Connor Grover. Now a 2-point takedown. He goes up 5-0 with a minute and a half left to go here in period number 2.
Caleb Straw looking for the fall from neutral out of that single leg now, as he got up to his knees and he's got head up and his feet down like you want to be in this situation, pushing back. And we're going to come out of it with no points.
Well, they got the score fixed over there. It's 8-2 now, 35 seconds left. And Jaden Payton's got a lot of work to do. And I'm telling you what, anytime you wrestle Grant Hager probably on your feet or on top, he is just the leech of all leeches on top. And you think you're away, Sam, and got you tied up and got you exposed and pick up back points.
Yeah, Hager's always been a goer. Tons of offense out of that kid.
Over on mat number 5, still 5-0 lead for Connor Grover of Beckman over Hunter Connolly of Macokota. 30 seconds left to go in the second period. Tell you what, this freshman here from Solon is pretty impressive as he leads 23-10 here with 30 seconds left to go in the third period as he's leading a junior Wyatt Bitschke from that community.
Yeah, I think Hayden Taylor's put himself in contention for that top spot on the podium. He's making a statement today.
Because you say that, Bitschke with a nice double-leg takedown on the freshman. It's now 23-12.
And I believe this is Bitschke's first tournament down at 126. He's been wrestling 132 most of the year. And had a fairly successful season, but Hayden Taylor is just outstanding.
So Jaden Payton, after that quick 2-point takedown, it's all been Grant Hager. And Payton now trying to knock the senior off his base. Grant Hager doing a fine job here. As Payton is trying to lock up a Chickling on the right. Now a leg by Payton. Now both legs by Payton. Going to put both in. He's going to go power half Nelson. Going to try to stretch Hager out. 129 and counting. Going to have to do a lot of work there. You got to get the falls. What you're going to have to get, or you're going to have to do a lot of filming in a short amount of time. If you're Jaden Payton.
Number 1, 132 pounds.
Well, here goes the rubber match here on the championship match. At weight class 132, you've got Ryan Phillips. Very fine senior from West Delaware, taking on Jalen Schropp from Williamsburg. It was a Phillips win here at the Benton Community Tournament, and then the Schropp in kind of a controversial win at the Williamsburg Duels a week ago.
This will be another battle of returning WaMaC champions for Ryan as he's in on a high crash. Real nice here. He's got Schropp on his butt, and this is where in the duel he needed to get that right arm around. We'll see if he can make it happen here.
Schropp's just so good at scrambling out of this situation.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's doing a great job of crossing his ankles, holding on for a stalemate here and there. He gets it. And, I mean, this bracket has the 126-pound champion from WaMaC last year, the 132-pound champion from WaMaC last year, and then the 138-pound champion from WaMaC last year. So a very tough bracket.
Yes, indeed. You will earn your spurs today, whoever walks away with the gold medal today. And Ryan Phillips would like to cap his senior campaign off. And kind of cross the double if we're going to make this work here. That's got to be two. Two for Phillips right there. Nice takedown.
And there's that switch from Schropp coming. Ryan's got that far ankle. Got to pressure into him. Coach Phillips and Coach Voss yelling from the corner. Phillips kind of on his butt, but he's got the far ankle with his hand, and he's sitting on the near ankle. So he's in fairly good position here, and we're going to go out of bounds.
That's a nice job. Well, that's going to do it over there. James Payton losing 10-2 to Grant Hager. So Payton will have to settle for a fourth-place handshake today. And Jamie, we talked about this before.
You've got to go to Grant Hager, outstanding tournament for senior season.
And if you're going to lose some matches, you're going to lose them today and learn from it, and get after it next weekend.
Absolutely. As you know, you got caught in a spladle in one match, a chance to go to the finals, and then go up against a very good Grant Hager right after that. So, you know, like you said, those are matches to learn from. And over there, I didn't catch the very end of that match with Connor Grover from Beckman.
Schropp doing a good job getting to his feet here. Ryan had one big mat return, and the last two times he's dropped in on that single leg, dumping down, and that's where Schropp goes for that patented switch of his that was so successful in the dual meet. Ryan has that leg stretched out. He's got to start climbing up the body here, and we're going to run out of time here. And we're going to finish the first period 2-0 in favor of Ryan Phillips.
Connor Grover won that match over there for 7th place at 120. A final score of 7-0. So Grover will finish in 7th place here today. Over on mat number 2, Caleb Straw trailing Brady Ortner 5-0 as they go to period number 3.
So mat number 3, guys, Milwaukee from Mount Vernon is up on Cal Meyer by a score of 2-1. It was a Meyer major decision, second round, 8-0 here. So Milwaukee has scored 2. Meyer now with the front headlock on Milwaukee, trying to cut the corner and pick up 2. Can't quite get his head in the hole as it's circling from right to left.
And out in the middle, Matt, here, Schropp took down to start the second period, gets to his feet, and is able to get an escape. And Phillips was warned for stalling, for not returning him quick enough. So that was a good sequence by Schropp here. He's working an underhook here to pushing Phillips to the edge of the mat. I'd like to see Ryan circle in and shoot here. And there he goes for one shot, and we're going to go out of bounds, back to the middle.
Cal Meyer with a nice single leg takedown. Got a nice back trip on Milwaukee, so he takes a 3-2 lead with 34 seconds left in period number 1.
Another 2-point takedown over there for Brady Ortner. He goes up on Caleb Straw now 7-0.
Championship match. Both wrestlers in their championship singlets. The West Delaware Hawks in their all-white singlets with the orange trim. There's a nice shot by Phillips. He's in deep. A nice down block by Schropp. Schropp using that length. Referee's going to let him wrestle on the edge. If you're Ryan Phillips, got to know where you're at right here. And Schropp's trying to take advantage of edge wrestling. 40 seconds left to go in period number 2. You're either going to stay in or back out. Schropp now using his length over the top. We got a good stalemate there. Good job by the official.
First period over with Cale Meyer. He thinks he has a 3-2 lead as we go to the second period. It's Meyer's choice. He will choose down to start period number 2.
And that's kind of the scouting report on Schropp. He's going to have a lot of motion. He might try to get to a 2-on-1 or an underhook. He's there. He commits to a low single. That's the shot that he's going to take. And now Ryan diving in, trying not to give up 2. He's got an ankle. They call 2. No way.
No shot there.
No over. That's close to 2.
Phillips over the top. They gave Schropp 2 on there. I think we still got a scramble situation right here. But they're going to give Schropp 2 out of it. He's going to take the lead. He's going to take the lead 3-2. So I think that was a good scramble. And Schropp ended up getting a call from our official. We got an assistant official on the edge of the mat there. So that's right back to work here. Right back to work and attack the legs of Schropp. Again, you're battling a lot of length there by the junior from Williamsburg. Meyer up now 6'2" on the WaMaC from Mount Vernon on the bronze medal match at weight class 145. Schropp, no hurry to do anything right here. Ryan Phillips will have to start pushing the tempo here and attacking ankles. There's a low single shot by Schropp. Phillips goes to scramble mode as he grabs the right ankle of Schropp. Schropp's going to stack him up. Phillips trying to come out the back door. Phillips trying to get height on him. No points yet as Phillips out of the scramble facing Schropp. Schropp with the arm drag is going to try to get the corner on Phillips, and he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown. Jalen Schropp with a 2-point takedown on Phillips. 5-2 now with a minute to go.
Over here, Cale Meyer with a 6-2 lead on mat number 2. So Cale Meyer trying to finish his day here in third place.
Ryan Phillips on escaping a takedown from tying this up. He's got plenty of time, 43 seconds, trying to get to his feet with an inside stand-up. Hard, tight waist by Schropp. Again, that length of Schropp wrapped all the way around the midsection of Ryan Phillips. Phillips is going to have to work some hand control. 30 seconds to go right here in this match. Phillips out, knee slide, stand up. Schropp trying to back trip him. Schropp now is going to take Phillips off the edge of the mat and have to go back to the middle. Still have time.
20 seconds. You got to make it happen quick. You need a big move off the whistle here from Ryan Phillips.
Caleb Straw real quick, losing by fall against Brady Hortner of Benton Shellsburg, so Straw will finish in 8th here today.
20 seconds left to go. Phillips with an outside stand-up. Tight waist by Schropp. Again, Schropp with that tight waist. Phillips needs some hand control underneath. Now that claw ride by Schropp. Very deadly in the thigh. Claw ride, half Nelson. 7 seconds left to go. Jalen Schropp is going to come back after Phillips took a 2-1 lead with 2 takedowns of his own to take a 5-2 win at 132, and that's a toughie right there. But again, you got awful tough bracket at 132.
Yeah, great tournament by Schropp. You have a bracket that has 3 returning WaMaC champions, and then you also have Ganida from Solon, who's a very highly rated wrestler.
Over here, Cale Meyer with an 8-2 lead now over Mitchell Luwaji of Mount Vernon. Over on mat number 3, mat number 2 is Brady Webb of Independence taking on Colt Stillman of Solon. That match for 5th place at 145 pounds. No score after the first period. Brady Webb choosing down to start period number 2.
What we said a few years ago, Jamie, when was it Mitchell Mangold and Paul Ryan wrestled about 5 times, and then they wrestled the 5th time for the state medal, and Mitchell got it when it counted. So we might see that match again in Des Moines down the line somewhere. So that'll be a headbanger.
You're absolutely right.
Cale Meyer up 8-2 with 15 seconds left. And weight class 145, that's the bronze medal match against Mitchell Luwaji from Mount Vernon. So Cale Meyer putting together a solid tournament today, losing a tough 4-2 match to Garrett Jensen from Williamsburg in the semifinals. Nice lift in return by Meyer. He's going to win this 8-2. So Kel Meyer will take the bronze medal here, third place home for the West Delaware Hawks with a very solid 8-2 win, and finishing up exactly where he was seated. Not where he wanted to be, but where he was seated. And that's a good tournament for the sophomore West Delaware.
Absolutely. Still over on mat number 1, or mat number 2, still 0-0 with Brady Webb and Colt Stillman. As Webb still underneath trying to just get an escape here as he chose down to start this second period and still has not been able to get away. 40 seconds left to go in the second period. Cross body ride by Stillman. Trying to crawl forward is Brady Webb, and now trying to go to that, grab that far shoulder and tilt Brady Webb over is Colt Stillman. Again, just continuing to crawl forward. Brady Webb, 20 seconds left to go, second period. As, again, still 0-0. It'll be Stillman's choice to start period number 3. So Brady Webb's going to have to try to get something going here. Just 10 seconds left to go in the second period. No towel boy. Well, there he's going. He's a little late there, as that's going to do it for the second period. We'll go to the third. It'll be Stillman's choice. He'll choose down to start the third period. Now we're going to have Mitchell Mangold up on mat number 4, taking on Andrew Luwaji.
Another rematch. No, it was not a rematch.
Yeah,
it was. Mangold fall, yep. Mangold fall in 3:08. The bronze medal match right here. Championship match at 1:38 and 0-0 after 1. Mitchell Mangold and Andrew Luwaji, he's a senior at 16 and 14 coming into the tournament.
2-point reversal over here for Colt Stillman. He takes a 2-0 lead now on Brady Webb of Independence. So Webb down 2-0 here with a minute 25 left to go in period number 3.
And over here on mat 4, we had a great single leg. Mitchell Mangold getting it off real high and able to trip Luwaji and get the 2-point takedown.
Fighting tough is Mitchell Mangold. Minute 20. He put on a takedown clinic in his consolation match there against Roos. From Benton Community, more content to go back to take down a tough ride is Mitch Mangold. And he's going to go optional start here. Optional start right here as he's going to cut Luwaji loose. And back to her feet they go. And nice snap by Mangold. Mangold does such a nice job push, and snap, and making his opponent feel his pressure and then taking advantage of that. There's an arm drag by Mangold in deep on the single from the left side. He's got the single up. He's going to try to backflip Luwaji. Now he goes to a treetop, and he dumps Luwaji forward, front trip for 2-point takedown. 47 seconds left to go. Now he's going to shove Luwaji loose, and we're going back to neutral.
20 seconds left to go in that match. Fifth place match on mat number 2. Brady Webb trailing 2-0. And a third period reversal looks like it's going to hold up for Colt Stillman of Solon. So Brady Webb, they go out of bounds here with just 5 seconds left to go. So it looks like Brady Webb is going to finish today in 6th place. Colt Stillman of Solon will finish in 5th place.
Mitchell Mangold with a nice Turk on Luwaji. He's picking up some back points right now. Cross face from left to right. He's hooking that right shoulder. Got the Turk in. He's elevating the hips to Luwaji. Looking for the fall. Going to run out of time. 3 seconds left. That's a nice first period by Mitch Mangold. 9-2. So these last 2 matches by Mitch Mangold, we've seen the offense that he's capable of, guys.
Yeah, really exploding.
Yeah, he's got and you know, that's a senior right there. You know, he wasn't happy with the result in the semifinal match, and you know, you got to come out here and try to come back from that. Best thing you can get is 7th place after, or 3rd place after that. So that's what Mitchell Mangold's doing here, doing a great job of coming back and trying to get 3rd place here.
Now he's got the under. He did have the over-unders. Now he snaps it down. He's in on a double leg, and we're going to go off the mat before Mangold can score.
I was waiting for a lateral drop there. Looked like
he was trying to set it up.
He was trying to feel Luwaji, giving him a little pressure, and the senior from Mount Vernon is just a little smarter than that, sagging instead of pushing in. And a 1-point escape for Mangold, 2 single attempt by Luwaji. That's his first shot of the day. So Mangold Mangold really working ahead, being physical on the Waji. Snap, and then shoot. Championship match is still 0-0 with 59 seconds left in that match. There's a nice snap and spin. Go behind by Mangold. Going to pick up 2. It's 12-2. There's an escape. 12-3 with 106 left to go. So Mangold trying to rack up some more points here. There's a sweet single by Mangold. Going to pick up 2. Then going to cut Milwaukee loose. In on another shot for a 1-point escape by Milwaukee. 2-point takedown by Mangold. Our scorekeepers cannot keep up with the score here. Maybe Mangold going for the fall here. He's got trying to set up a butcher. He's got the right elbow. Milwaukee blocked underneath, trying to circle ahead. It's 16-4. There's going to be an escape by Milwaukee as Mangold's going to go back to neutral position. Take the peek at the clock. 16-5 is our score. 32 seconds. Time for one more shot. Maybe 2 more shots if you really get after it. Hard tie, elbow pass step by Mangold. Mangold takes a step back. Milwaukee in that very square, low stance. Mangold's done a very nice job keeping Milwaukee off of his offense. Overtime it goes. 0-0 in the championship match, gentlemen.
There's 2-point takedown for Mitchell Mangold. He goes up 18-5. But like you said, Roger, 0-0. We're going into overtime at 1:38 between Luke Radeke from Vinton Schellsburg and Adam Hansen from Center Point Urbana. Hansen hit that spectacular spladle on Jaden Payton earlier today.
All right, Milwaukee down 7 seconds. And Mangold goes deep place near ankle and takes Milwaukee out of the stand-up. And that's going to do it. We're going to go third period. Mangold up 18-5. Going to be Milwaukee's choice. He's going to choose down. And Mangold's going to cut him loose. Option to start by Mangold as Milwaukee gets set. Mangold, there's the on. And he's going to push Milwaukee loose. There's a sweep single by Mangold. Misses his mark. Reshot by Mangold. Fireman's carry. Going to leave the arm. He's going to cut across to a double. And sit Milwaukee on his back side. Milwaukee sit out. Mangold's going to cut him loose. Mangold's going to the far side. Fireman's carry. Misses his mark. It's 20-7. Next takedown by Mangold. And this will be over. Trying to set up a good shot right here is Mitchell Mangold to finish the match. There's a sweep single by Milwaukee. And Mangold's got to go defensive. He tries to bail out. He's going to kick free. Good defense there by Mitchell Mangold. 123 in county. Mangold with the snap. Fireman's carry again. He's going to sit Milwaukee on his backside. That's going to do it. Tech ball 22-7. Mangold will take the bronze medal here, gentlemen, with a fine technical fall, 22-7.
And that's a good job by Mitchell Mangold. You know, you come back and would have been real easy for him to kind of cash in after losing in the semifinals. But for him to come back here and go to work and get a workout in, you know, he could have, his last 2 opponents, he could have probably gone out and pinned both of them. He did finally got a fall over Austin Roos, but get out there and get a workout and go to work on some things that maybe you did that didn't work in that semifinal.
Yeah, great motion. Mangold probably had about 15 takedowns in those consolation matches.
Well, we have a short break coming up as we do not have anybody going right now. We'll have Owen Hunegarth on deck on mat number 3 and Joe Preeb on deck mat 5. So we'll take a short break and come back. You're listening to the 2019 WaMaC Conference Tournament right here from KMC Sports.
You expect big hits on the field, but not on the road. So when the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Put a little south in your mouth at Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester. You can't go wrong with any of their melt-in-your-mouth menu options. Dine in or call ahead for carry-out. Book them today to cater your next event. Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent, all with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact your local West Bend agent, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester at 927-2791.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Whether a door needs replaced or building a new home, let S&R Construction of Masonville take care of you. S&R Construction is the expert in home improvement projects, gutters, siding, garages, remodeling, new home construction, and more. Call Steve Fetland today at 319-361-0638 for a free quote.
Are you an athlete or physically active in your free time? Even active people can have muscle tightness and joint pain or even experience the occasional injury. Regional Medical Center physical therapy treatment and prescribed exercises can help you recover faster, reduce injury, and build strength and stability. Call RMC Therapy Services today so you can get back into action as quick as possible. 563-927-7322.
Back into WaMaC tournament here at Benton Community High School. Owen Hunegarth up for the Beckman Blazers. And speaking of the Beckman Blazers, Beckman head football coach Mark Atwater tuning in today for some WaMaC wrestling action. And Owen Hunegarth out with a 2-point takedown to start this match. Hunegarth wrestling for 7th place here today as he is taking on Brian Delgado from Benton Community.
That was a very nice double-leg takedown there by the freshman as he got in, and what I liked about that is he didn't stop his feet. And anytime you can get in and not stop your feet, most of the time you're going to get that shot. So off the edge of the mat, they went on the restart. Hunegarth is going to try to lock up a chicken wing. Delgado here is a sophomore at 11 and 13. But a stand-up now. Nice stand-up by Delgado. Okay, very good. Hunegarth in. As Delgado gets up, stands up, and turns in and faces Hunegarth. Hunegarth drops in on a double and gets Delgado up off the mat. Nice trip. Right into the Bobcat cheerleaders, and they have to scramble. So back to the middle of the mat we go. Another nice stand-up by Delgado. Lift and return attempt by Hunegarth. Gets her on the side. Got a body locked up there. And Delgado working some nice hand control. Splits the hands of Hunegarth and is going to score 1 point. 2-1 we go.
Hunegarth in on a nice single to the right side. He's going to finish right away. Coming to the far hip, and he may have Delgado in trouble here. He's climbing the body, trying to put him to his back. And Delgado's going to find his way to his belly.
Hunegarth doing a nice job keeping his motion forward, applying a lot of pressure to the head, arms, and shoulders of the sophomore Bobcat. Now a chicken wing on the left side, inside wrist on the right. Hunegarth's got a chicken wing on the left, got to get outside and run. He's going to try to stack Delgado up, and Delgado rolls the wrist out, frees the chicken wing, now back up to his feet. Hunegarth drops in on a double, scrambled by Delgado, and Hunegarth's going to cover his hips up. And back to action we go as Delgado up on all fours. And once again, Hunegarth locks up that chicken wing. And Hunegarth's doing a nice job getting that chicken wing locked up, but he's got his chest up, and that lets Delgado limp arm out of it. Sam.
Over on mat number 5, Joe Preeve of Independence taking on Gage Hazenfaber. That's for 5th place at 170 pounds. No score, 20 seconds left to go first period.
All right, Hunegarth will choose down. There's a 2 minutes up on the clock. Hooligans will choose down to start the second period. He's up 4-1, and just kind of get the feeling if he could get back to his feet, go takedowns with Delgado, he could rack up a lot of points in a short amount of time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Roger. He's been getting in on those ankles of Delgado real quick, and there you see Hooligans trying that side roll that he tried in that last match. We've seen him attempt it a couple times a day. Delgado sniffs it out and is able to stay behind the hips. And now Delgado looking for a tilt here, and Hooligans nearly comes around for a switch. He goes back to his belly. And no change there.
Well, Delgado using his length, he's a half a head taller, and his arms are quite a bit longer than the shorter, wider body of Hooligans. So taking advantage of that, length. Now half Nelson by Delgado, side roll by Hooligans, stand up by Hooligans, 1 point escape, double by Hooligans. He's going to try to lift Delgado up off his face. He does, and he's going to take Delgado to his back. Delgado tries to roll him through, and Hooligans is going to body press Delgado, and no back fully throw, but he's got Delgado back belly down. And good, a lot of motion right there, a lot of good movement by the freshman from Beckman Catholic.
Over on mat number 5, a 1-0 lead for Gage Hayes in favor of Williamsburg, leading over Joe Priebe of Independence as a 1 point escape to start the second period for Hayes in favor. As now here's Priebe with a single leg trying to dump Hayes in favor down to the mat. Minute left to go, second period. He's got that leg up in the air. He's trying to bring it up, and he's going to dive in and pick up a 2 point takedown for Joe Priebe. And that's for fifth place at 170. He takes a 2-1 lead with 48 seconds left to go in this second period.
So a 2 point takedown by Delgado is closing the gap here with 11 seconds left to go. There's a side roll attempt by Hooligans. Hooligans to his feet. There's a neck wrench, and that's going to be an illegal hold right there. I think I don't see Delgado.
I don't think it is.
What are they going to call?
It was just a neck wrench, wasn't it?
Well, he had the way he had a chin, Jamie. We're going to see how they score that. I think that's going to be an illegal hold. As he had, let's see how they score that.
Eric Jensen
winning by fall.
Going to win by fall at 145 pounds over Andrew Rohr of Clear Creek Amana for the championship, 145. Tied match over there is a 1 point escape for Gage Hayes in favor of Williamsburg. Tied up now with Joe Priebe. So 2-2 as second period comes to an end. It'll be Priebe's choice to start the third. And he is going to go down to start period number 3.
So we're still trying to sort things out over here on mat 3. Not sure yet if they called illegal holds or if they were out of bounds. Or
they might. It was 7-3, so they've got 7-4 on the scoreboard. So it is going to be a penalty point.
Yeah, and that was tight.
1 point escape over there for Joe Priebe. He takes a 3-2 lead here with minute 48 left to go in the third period.
Gentlemen, we're with a 64.5 point lead on the team title right here. So probably that is probably not up for discussion any longer. So a good tournament by the Wetzelder Hawks today.
And I see that at 268.5. I don't think they're going to hit the 300. That's the record. 308 is the record, but second highest team total all time is 269.5. So one more match will do it for the Hawks.
And that's also West Delaware.
Yes, that'd be the 2012 and 2013 WaMaC teams for West Delaware.
Right, there's Delgado back to action. Delgado and Hooligans. Delgado with the sit-out turn in, and Hooligans going to go in on a double. And he's going to trap both legs of Delgado, but Hooligans' head's trapped between the legs of Delgado. Hooligans trying to elevate. It's 6-4 on our scoreboard.
2 point takedown over here for Gage Hayes in favor, so he goes up now 4-3 on Joe Priebe at 170 pounds.
Jack Bevins in the championship match ahead of Scott Betterton, 2-0 at weight class 152. Hooligans up on top of Delgado now. It's 6-4 with 1:13 left to go. Hooligans gets high riding, tries to put a cross body right in, and Delgado is going to pop the tips up, and Hooligans falls off the top. Delgado will cover him up. This thing's tied up at 6s. And Delgado throws a half Nelson in. Hooligans still up on all fours. Delgado throws a half Nelson in, tries to turn Hooligans over. And Delgado getting physical on Hunegarth right now with a hard crossface from left to right. Catches the cheek of Hunegarth. And Hunegarth trying to get back to his feet. Delgado working the ankles. And Hunegarth is right there to score 1.
And over on mat number 5, it is Hazen Faber winning by a score of 4-3 over Joe Prieb of Independence. So Hazen Faber takes 5th, and Prieb falls to 6th place at 170 pounds.
And a nice 2-point reversal by Hunegarth and 2 near fall. That's going to put him up 10-6 right now with 19 seconds left. So Hunegarth looks like he is 14 seconds away from taking that 7th place position at the WaMaC. So there's a reversal by Delgado. Got Hunegarth on his back. 2 seconds. And that's going to be a 3-point near fall. And that's going to be 11-10 win by Delgado. With 14 seconds left, Hunegarth gives up a 2-point reversal, a 3-point near fall. Delgado wins 11-10. Boy, oh boy, gentlemen, we talk about that. You got to wrestle to the whistle. Whistle to whistle.
And Hunegarth did it in his consolation semifinal match. He was coming away with the victory as time expired. And just the tables get turned on him here.
Hey, that's the WaMaC tournament. Wrestle from whistle to whistle. And if you don't, bad things are going to happen. I'll tell you what, give Delgado credit for keeping wrestling. You're never out of it. You can wrestle like that, you are never out of it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Roger.
Well, we have no area wrestlers on the mat. We've got Ben Petlin coming up on deck.
Looks like he'll be up right now.
Right up on mat number 4, right to our left. So we'll have a bird's eye view of Ben Petlin, and that's going to be another rematch here, I believe. Is that Petlin and Kellogg again?
Yep.
That's Petlin and Kellogg again.
That was an exciting quarterfinal match.
And last Thursday.
Yeah. Petlin winning that match 5-2. 5-2, and then let's see if he can do it for the bronze medal here.
Looks like we've got to get some blood off the mat from the previous match before we get underway.
The championship match is 3-0 now. Zach Bevan's up. And moving along, West Delaware leading the team title here, but still looking for their first champ here today. 7 in the finals. And they're trying to crown a champ or 2. I'm not sure if anybody's ever won the team title without having a champion.
Yeah, that would sure be something in the WaMaC tournament.
All right, underway here on mat number 4, weight class 220. Kellogg now trying to show his moxie here by pressuring the junior from West Delaware, Ben Petlin, and Petlin having nothing to do with it right there. Petlin taking advantage, doing a great job in that quarterfinal round match, staying in great position and attacking low level on Kellogg. 2-on-1 Russian tie now by Petlin, controlling that right tie of Kellogg. Kellogg likes to come with that right collar tie. Petlin doing a nice job.
Oh, no.
And here we go again.
They were coming right at us.
We have a barrier right in front of us there. Photographers, you better watch out.
And she's not even watching.
She's not paying any attention to the match to our left. And I'll tell you what, when you got 440 pounds running at you, you better pay attention. Kellogg trying to get on top of Petlin with a standing front headlock. Petlin doing a nice job. You got to keep that. Got to play the turtle if you're Ben Petlin, guys.
Yeah, he's doing a good job trying to get to that 2-on-1, and now a 2-on-1 for Kellogg. But Ben Petlin clears that tie.
Over on mat number 2, it's Christian Kramer for the Independence Mustangs, weight class 195, and he's taking on from Solon. That's going to be Adam Bach. And Kramer won by a fall in the quarters.
These two here need to pick another side of the mat to be towing the line with.
36 seconds, 0-0. That weight class 220, bronze medal match in front of us. Ben Petlin for West Delaware taking on
Cale Kellogg.
Cale Kellogg from South Tama. Nice snap down, a step by Petlin there. 15 seconds left to go.
Somebody left an open sandwich on the mat, and it just got smashed. It's got mustard on it. It's got some mayonnaise. I believe it was Mitchell Mangle's sandwich.
Sandwich just got smashed.
I'd pick it up and eat it.
There's a snap down by Kellogg with 5 seconds. Petlin's fighting off the snap down. Don't want to give up any points here with short time. Great job by Ben Petlin. He was in trouble, but wiggled his way out of the predicament right there. Let's see what he does. He's going to go down on Cale Kellogg, the Trojan from South Tama. Boy, that would have been just awful to give up 2 there with 6 seconds left. And they did a nice job of staying square and keeping his head in good position.
Yeah, great job by Ben Petlin. He's going to start the second period down here. Nearly has a stand-up, but Kellogg chops, and now Ben Petlin on his belly. Kellogg working a cross face.
Kellogg very physical on top. And Petlin's going to have to do a good job getting his hips up. Kellogg's right in parallel. And referee's going to let him ride there for a little bit. Got to get off to the side. Now he's off to the side. Petlin gets his face up. Tight waist by Kellogg. Knocks Petlin off all fours. And back to action we go. 128 and counting. Head lever attempt by Kellogg. Petlin does a nice job trying to knee slide. Nice knee slide to a stand-up. There's Ben Petlin. There's a 1-point escape. Now you can see him setting that up. Sam got up on all fours. Nice knee slide right to that stand-up. And picture perfect.
Yeah, great action by Ben Petlin. Here he is working that 2-on-1 to the left side again. And Kellogg's going to shake out of that. Kellogg working an underhook and a collar tie. And Petlin circling back in. We're going to go back to the middle and start from an open tie.
Christian Kramer on mat number 2 finds himself behind 2-1 after period number 1. A takedown by Bach and an escape by Kramer. And Kramer's got some work to do. They've got a great finals match here, gentlemen. Weight class 160.
That overtime at the Jerry Eckenrod when they wrestled?
Yep.
Jerry Davis won that match in overtime.
Jerry Boss had that sladle in the third period to tie it up. Nearly had a takedown on the edge of the mat to win it in overtime, but then it was Cole Davis that came out victorious there.
Ben Petlin now staggered stance, leading with his right leg. Staggered stance by Kellogg. He's leading with his left leg. So we got championship match here. Cole Davis and Jared Voss going at it.
And over there on mat number 2, I believe it was going to be a fall for Christian Kramer. He wins by fall in 2 minutes and 26 seconds over Adam Bach. So he was trailing 2-1. He's going to pick up a fall in 2:26. So Christian Kramer will finish in 3rd place here today.
Yeah, great tournament. Speed is 5th and getting 3rd. Nice job. Timmy Kellogg's choice is going to choose neutral to start this 3rd period. 1-0. Petlin still 1-0. I'm surprised that Kellogg took neutral here. Trying not to score 1.
Yeah, that surprised me too, Roger. And he's doing a lot of pushing, not a lot of active shot attempts. He's going to dig an underhook. Ben Petlin has head position, though, and he's going to get pushed off the mat. We're going to go back to the middle.
Kellogg, if you get your head, you're in trouble there. So Pellin's got to do a good job and keep that head tucked in and tie those arms of Kellogg up. And he's going to walk away with this bronze medal here.
No score here in the championship match. Minute 5 left to go. Long shot off the edge of the mat by Cole Davis. Voss trying to counter him. As they're on the edge of the mat, they go out about 1 minute left to go in period number 1.
Jamie, I like the hip action there of Jared Voss right there. Hit into Davis. Straight shot by Davis. Nice hip action by Voss. 107 counting. Ben Petlin. Cale Kellogg. 1-0. Petlin up. Kellogg, there's a long single shot by Kellogg. First one of the match. Long single. Just missed the right ankle of Ben Petlin.
There's a go behind for Davis from Independence against Jared Voss. Jared Voss in on the long shot and wasn't able to get to a leg. Nice go behind takedown for Davis there.
49 seconds. Long shot by Kellogg. He's got the ankle. Petlin trying to kick free. He does.
And I'd like to see Petlin drop down to a front headlock and try to go behind there. But he does get his ankle free. Now he's got to quit giving up these underhooks.
He's got a double overhook now. Kellogg's got a double underhook. Kellogg trying to jack Petlin up. Petlin's got good head position. Kellogg trying to go over the top of Petlin. Petlin now doing a good job. He get a good collar tie here and stay in good position. It's like 2-on-1 by Petlin. That's great position. And then Petlin, that's where get that 2-on-1 Russian tie. Stay right with it.
Jared Boss is going to take down to start the second period out in our championship match. He trails 2-0 to Cole Davis, the junior from Independent.
There's a long shot by Petland on the edge of the match. A double-leg takedown, 6 seconds to go. Now you can run if you're Ben Petland. Stay in there. Get your hands ready. There's a long shot. Boy, we knew that was coming. 5 seconds. Long shot by Kellogg. Nice job by Ben Petland. And now we're going to get caution. We're going to get warning.
Or was it a caution or a warning?
I don't know.
I thought it was a caution against Kellogg. That's going to do a 1-0 win. Ben Petland will take the bronze medal home here today with a 1-0 hard-fought win. Congratulations to the junior. And let's go to the championship match here where we've got Cole Davis up 2-0 on Jared Voss from West Delaware. And Davis is up on top. He's got the right ankle hook. West Delaware leading in the team total by 70 points, but still looking for their first champion here today. 1:15 and counting. Davis sitting over the right ankle of Jared Voss, riding a 2-on-1. I'm not surprised that our referees will let him ride that.
Yeah, he hasn't really gotten out to the side, just riding that ankle. I think it helps that Jared's had his head on the mat, and there you see Jared tripod up. He's into that quad pod. He's got to push back in and slide that ankle free as Davis comes in with a hard crossface. A really hard ride for Cole Davis, and now I think we're going to, there's our top stalling call.
Yeah, that took a minute and 16 seconds. Get that stalling call there. But Jared Voss going to have to move here. Mr. Austin's going to get himself in trouble here. He's trying to do some officiating of his own. Voss now underneath trying to move. Davis going to sit over that ankle again. Hard crossface by Davis. Hard crossface by Davis from right to left. Now a tight waist by.
For the final, championship match will stay on that one for the conclusion.
Tight waist by Davis. Now we're going to get a stalling call against Voss underneath for having his head down. Again, Davis, knee slide by Voss, out to his feet. Davis trying to lift and return. Thought Voss might try to hit a long switch coming off the return, but Davis did a nice job covering up his ankle. And we're going to go to the second period. Not too many people have ridden Jared Voss for the whole 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was a great period by Davis to ride him out there.
The conclusion for championship matches.
Davis' choice is going to go down.
It was the downfall for him last time they wrestled. Jared Voss was able to lock up that Slato. We'll see what happens here.
Deep waist, far ankle by Voss on the start. Davis probably not in any hurry. He has been warned for stalling, so Cole Davis cannot sit around. Both wrestlers have been warned for stalling. Davis down a knee slide. Starts to come to a stand-up. Voss in a nice tight waist. Voss now trying to put a leg in. And Cole Davis with his head down now, trying to stay as square as he can as Jared Voss goes over the top, crossface from left to right. Davis now in a stand-up, and Voss is going to push him loose. There's a 1-point escape as they go behind by Davis for a 2-point takedown.
And both those go behind Jared Voss diving in from far away. He needs better setup than that.
Usually he's got a better shot than that. But give Cole Davis credit for taking advantage of it. 109 and counting in this match. Cole Davis up 5-0. And Jared Voss underneath. Not a lot of action underneath as Cole Davis is sitting on that ankle again, taking advantage of Jared Voss keeping his head down. And it's just very difficult to wrestle when your head's down. You got to get your head up, get your hips back underneath. Now a tight waist, knee slide by Voss. Voss trying to get to his feet. There's going to be a 1-point escape by Voss. 5-1, 40 seconds to go. Still plenty of time. Shot by Voss, reshot by Davis. Another long shot by Voss, snap and go behind by Davis. 7-1, 29 seconds left to go. Boy, Voss is out of control on his feet. And that's pretty hard when your head's that far down, Sam. It's pretty hard to see what you're shooting at.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think Jared's kind of rushing himself there. I know Jared's got a great feet back arsenal, so I would have liked to see him get into that. But now he gets one. Well, now we'll see if he can get into that feet back arsenal. He's got 6 seconds left, and it looks like Davis is going to come away with a 7-2 victory as time expires. And there's the WaMaC title for Cole Davis.
So Cole Davis, seeded number 1, and wins the title. Jared Voss, seeded number 2, will take the silver medal here today. And I know he's not pleased about that. But that's just kind of the way it happens here. And I'm going to be a WaMaC runner-up. Now we're going to send the championship match as we've got Wyatt Volker for West Delaware taking on undefeated and top seed Paul Ryan from Mount Vernon.
And I think we're done with the outside match, so we're just championship match from here on out.
So we've got Wyatt Volker at 170, Jack Newhouse at 182, Jordan Reese at 195, and then we'll have a break
and Owen Grover.
Owen Grover, yeah, area matchup at 195. We'll have a break at 220, and then we'll have a heavyweight match there at 285. Paul Ryan in on a low single, good scramble by Volker, as Volker over the top. He's got a hold of the left ankle of Paul Ryan, and a good scramble. Volker trying to go underneath. Great scramble here. Volker's trying to get his hips up. Now he's got his hips. Ryan still maintaining control of the ankle. Volker's trying to cut the corner. What a scramble.
Great wrestling there. Now, correct me if I was wrong, guys, but this was about a 2-point match in the duel before Christmas.
If that.
Yeah, that was
2 points.
Yeah, that was very early, and everybody kind of didn't know what kind of potential Wyatt Volker would have in that first match out. Might have been the first or second duel of the year after the Waverly duel and the Bob Murphy tournament. The duel was on that Thursday at West Delaware, and tell you what, this was a 1 or 2 point match here, and that everybody kind of realized the potential that the freshman from West Delaware had. 1 minute and counting. Another long shot by Ryan. Nice down block by Volker. We'll get a quick stalemate there from our official.
And Ryan, no stranger to close matches. You mentioned all those times he went up against Mitchell Mangold in years past, and I feel like every one of those was a 1 or 2 point match.
50 seconds left to go. Ryan, very one of the best all-around athletes in our area. And tell you what, Cat quick, as is Wyatt Volker. So 38 seconds left to go. Neutral position we go. Elbow pass by Ryan in deep. Over the top is Volker. Ryan trying to come out the back door. Volker stuffing ahead of Ryan. Ryan trying to climb the body. He's got the left leg. He's got the left leg, the right leg of Wyatt Volker up now. Might be potentially dangerous. Ryan cuts across to a double. That's going to be a 2-point takedown. And now Ryan will climb the body of Wyatt Volker with a tight waist and keep him down for the last 10 seconds of this first period. So what a period. That's just some great action right there by two quality wrestlers. Volker seated third here today. He's now 26 and 6. Paul Ryan, one of the only 2 unbeatens in the tournament today, trying to go 36-0 with a win here.
And Jamie did look that one up. There was a 3-2 match in the dual meet before Christmas.
All right, so inside stand-up by Ryan. That's going to be a 1-point escape. And we're going back to neutral. Paul Ryan now up 3-0. Volker now trying to take some hand control, trying to hit an elbow pass. There's a boot scoot attempt by Ryan. Nicely countered by Volker. Ryan's got the head of the freshman posted on the mat now, looking for a front headlock and a go behind. And there's a throw attempt by Volker on the edge of the mat. He is so good in that position. He is so good in that position.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. I'd like to see him. There's a long, low single attempt by Wyatt Volker, and now Ryan's working a front headlock, trying to hit a go behind Volker, fighting hands here, and then Ryan's going to get that near ankle, and that'll be a 2-point takedown for Ryan.
So 5-0 lead now for the senior from Mount Vernon. And we're going to get blood right there. Somebody's lips. It's going to be Paul Ryan, or it's going to be Wyatt Volker. Wyatt Volker's going to have to go to the blood corner probably, if he's got a lip that looks like he's cut. While he does that, let's take a short time out. We're going to catch our breath for the rest of this wild and crazy match. Stay with us. We've got the finish of the WaMaC tournament right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
WaMaC's Landing, downtown Delhi. Open 7 days a week. Friday night buffet, Saturday night prime rib, and enjoy breakfast every Sunday from 9 to noon. WaMaC's proudly supports all area athletes and coaches.
Back into the WaMaC Conference Wrestling Tournament, along with its studio producer, news director Janelle Tucker, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed, and Sam Phillips back with you. Out of the blood time is a 1-point escape for Wyatt Volker, but then a 2-point takedown for Paul Ryan. So Ryan goes up 7-1 here with 1 second left to go here in period number 2, as Paul Ryan really turning it on here in this second period.
Well, he's a really good senior, you guys, and, that's a senior wrestling a freshman. Jamie, you talked about earlier, Sam, you did too, about a freshman stepping into the lineup at 170 pounds. And, very, very difficult to do, especially in this conference. And Wyatt Volker has done a super fantastic job this whole year. Now, you think a year ago, Wyatt Volker was wrestling 2-1-1 on the middle school level, and here he is this year as a 170-pound freshman in the WaMaC finals, and wrestling top-ranked Paul Ryan from Mount Vernon and doing a well of a job.
Yeah, and that's the thing about West Delaware schedule is these freshmen get thrown into the fire right away. They're facing top-rated wrestlers week in and week out. So it's good to see Wyatt Volker here. Let's see if what he can build on in the third period of this WaMaC championship match.
Well, he's not out of it. You're an escape and a lateral drop away from tying this thing up, and nothing's out of the question for this freshman. There's your escape. Now it's 7-2. Now Paul Ryan. Right back to work, staggered stance, keeps himself nice and low. They're very, very quick. Takes a couple of shots. Volker trying to get his hands on him. Paul Ryan doing a nice job of keeping away. There's a long double by Ryan. Go behind attempt by Volker. Ryan's going to block Volker off with his left arm. Volker tries to go from right to left around Ryan. Now Volker's got the left heel through his leg. We're going to get a quick stalemate right there. Just a good piece of wrestling by both guys. And 121 and counting. Again, all the matches will be wrestled in the center now. All championship matches. That'll happen from West Delaware. Jack Newhouse at 195. There's a sweep single by Ryan in deep. Volker tries to go over the top. And possibly just a little bit of fatigue setting in right now for Wyatt Volker as Ryan was in on top. Volker now trying to get to a scramble. He's got the right heel. He's going to try to go underneath the heel of Paul Ryan, and Ryan doing a great job keeping his head low. And now he's going to come out the back door and probably pick up a 2-point takedown. No takedown yet, as Volker's still in position. Now there's going to be a takedown for Paul Ryan right there, making it 9-2. There's a kick out by Volker. It's now 9-3, 39 seconds and counting in the third period.
Yeah, Ryan did a great job of finding that far ankle there while Wyatt was trying to scramble, and there's a long shot from Wyatt. He's going to be down in the front headlock. Paul Ryan with the underhook on the right side. Wyatt Volker holding on tight there, and we're going to go to our feet. We got 18 seconds for Wyatt Volker to make something happen. Paul Ryan just continuously attacking the leg. Outstanding work by the senior from Mount Vernon as he's in on another single leg, looking for a takedown to get the major decision.
And he's just doing a great job. He gets in there and stays in great position and doesn't give your opponent anything to wrestle with. So Paul Ryan will win his WaMaC title right there by a score of 9-2 with the freshman from West Delaware, seeded number 3. And then you can see a very good Jack Flynn in the semis, 9-5. And then loses to very, very good Paul Ryan, 9-2. So nothing to shake your head about right there. And an outstanding job by Wyatt Volker in a great tournament.
Here's a big championship match at 182. We have Jack Newhouse from West Delaware taking on Seamus Poynton from Solon. Both wrestlers are juniors. Newhouse coming into the tournament 28-3, so that puts him at 30-3 coming into this match. And Seamus Poynton coming into this match at 32-7.
And West Delaware leading in this team title by over 70 points, and again, still looking for their first champion. Had 7 in the finals. They're down to 3, and Jack Newhouse trying to be the first for the West Delaware Hawks. Seamus Poynton, these two similar builds. about the same height. Newhouse might be a little bit thicker upstairs. And 113 and counting. We lost our clock over on the far side. Clock number 1 is out. Now it's back to running. Not sure what happened. We don't have any time on our clock over there. Hopefully it's I don't know if somebody kicked the cord or what happened, but we have no time left over there, and somebody needs to tell our officials.
They may have it on the computer yet. The table workers don't seem to be panicking.
Okay, so we'll kind of see what happens. So we can't see anything. Again, 0-0. Newhouse, no shots yet. Point, no shots yet. Heavy hand fighting by both wrestlers here. A lot of good color. There's a short arm drag by Newhouse in deep. And a point showing some shifty footwork there as he backs out. And Newhouse is going to have to reset that shot. And, boy, that was a nice, quick, short arm drag by Newhouse. He just couldn't quite get all the legs of Seamus Point. Cowboy out now, so we know the first period's got to be close. There's a nice front headlock by Newhouse. Standing front headlock. Let's see if he can go cross knee with it. And Poynton's going to stay long with it and control the elbow. Newhouse going to snap Poynton down. 2 would be huge right here at the end of the period. 5 seconds left as we got our time back up. And that's going to do it. First period is going to be scoreless. 0-0. Whose choice it will be? It will be Poynton's choice. And he's going to go down to start the period.
So neither wrestler able to get on their offense there.
And this is where you'd like to see Newhouse get aggressive here in the second period. We've seen him in the past, just start, when he's on top, he can be very physical, and I think that's what he's going to have to do here.
Well, he's very good with that inside wrist series, and we'll see if he can set Poynton up with it. Stand up by Seamus Poynton. Newhouse is going to try to back trip him. He does. And Poynton's right back to his feet. Newhouse is going to have to lift and return or cut him. Newhouse tries to back trip. Poynton trying to fight hands. They're stalling against Newhouse. And at one point escaped by Poynton. So Poynton does a nice job getting to his feet. Newhouse could not lift and return. And Seamus Poynton will take the early lead here, 1-0 with a minute and a half left to go in period number 2. Newhouse now working a very nice Russian tie to the right side of Poynton, and Poynton's going to square him up and back out. Newhouse now goes to the left side with it. Short arm drag by Newhouse. Got to create a little bit more upward action with that down and up and clear the arm there, Sam. And I think Newhouse could drop in on that inside single off that tie.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Roger. I'd like to see some level changes here. Both wrestlers staying heavy on each other's heads, but not getting a lot of foot movement. And there you see Jack Newhouse try to drop in on a leg, and there he tried an arm drag, but neither of them able to work. And there's a shot from Seamus Poynton, and Jack Newhouse looking for a front headlock cradle here. He's got the 2-point takedown, and now let's see him go to work on top.
Well, it's very high riding right now, so he's got to get back behind on the hips. There's a knee slide to a stand-up by Poynton, and it's now tied up 2-2. 34 seconds left to go. In period number 2, 2-2. Newhouse, I think that snap and there's a nice drag to single. Gonna try to back trip Poynton. Whoa! And he drops Poynton on top of him. Gonna get a scramble out of it. Newhouse is gonna come out the back door and end up with a 2-point takedown with 17 seconds. Coach Voss and Peyton out of their chair there and tell them to keep him down right now. Don't let Poynton get back to his feet. Inside wrist now by Newhouse. He loves this ride, that Syracuse ride, that inside wrist with the left, deep thigh ride with the right. That's going to do it. It'll be Newhouse's choice, period number 3.
Yeah, nice job there by Jack. Especially, he did a good, he got in on the leg and he was trying to finish. And like you said, kind of tripped and pulled him back on top of himself, but was able to recover and pick up the takedown.
Just a very, very nice job there by the junior from West Delaware. Seeded number 1, Seamus Poynton, seeded number 2. The Newhouse with a nice tripod stand-up, trying to get to his feet. Poynton with that claw ride around the waist with the right, claw ride with the left. Newhouse to his feet, going to split the hands of Poynton. There's a 1-point escape right there. So we're going to go back to neutral. Newhouse up 5-2. And again, you can never stop wrestling here. There's no lead big enough. And you start sitting on your lead and trying to protect that lead, Sam, and Jamie, bad things always happen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Roger. And there you see Poynton getting to the underhook. Jack Newhouse has to get head position there. He works back to that Russian tie to the left side, and we're going to back out of it. Jack Newhouse going to adjust his headgear. and we're going to drop back in at the tie-up, see if anyone can get some offense going in this last minute and 15 seconds.
Hard retie there by Poynton. Newhouse went right back to work. He's got a 2-on-1 on the left side of Poynton. Now good collar tie by Newhouse. I think if he could just snap Poynton down and go right back to that front headlock, I think he'd take Poynton right down to his nose. Poynton, a lot of weight coming forward. Newhouse with a very nice collar tie, 57 seconds left to go. And Poynton, at some point, Poynton's going to have to take a shot. There's a drag by Poynton, and nicely countered by Newhouse. Newhouse right back with that 2-on-1 Russian tie. Takes the left arm of Poynton away. Now Poynton with his 2-on-1 Russian tie to the left side of Newhouse. 38 seconds and counting. There's a half a shot by Poynton. And Newhouse has been warned for stalling. Poynton has yet to take a legitimate deep shot with 26 seconds left to go in this match. I'm not sure why Poynton isn't just getting after it right here, but that's okay with Jack Newhouse. 15 seconds left to go. Jack Newhouse is 14 seconds now away from winning a title here for the West Delaware Hawks. Now Poynton, here comes Poynton with a double underhook on Newhouse. 5 seconds left to go. Newhouse catches, or Poynton catches fire here, and that's going to do it. Jack Newhouse will be the WaMaC champ, 5-2. Not the prettiest match we've ever seen Jack Newhouse, but that's a Newhouse match, Jamie.
A win's a win, and Jack Newhouse will take it as he's going to win a WaMaC title, the first of the day here for the Hawks. And a great job there by Newhouse, getting those takedowns early when he needed them, and getting the WaMaC title. So that'll be the Hawks' first champion, as we're going to have another opportunity here for the Hawks as Jordan Brees taking on Owen Grover here in the championship at 195 pounds.
These two did not wrestle in the duel. Grover sitting out the duel. There's an arm drag attempt by Grover. As you know, Beckman Catholic dropping down to Class 1A. I believe they will be going to the sectional at Starmont, if I'm not mistaken. But they're dropping down to 1A. So very makes that sectional at Starmont quite a bit tougher there with Beckman Catholic stepping in from 2A to 1A. There's a 2-point takedown by Grover as he catches Jordan Brees a little flat-footed there and traps that arm and then drives Brees over his hips for a 2-point takedown. So Jordan Brees has some work here to do as Grover very tough on top. There's a nice stand-up by Brees. Grover's going to drop in on a single and pick that leg up. Back trip Brees off the edge of the mat. 104 left in period number 1.
A nice job there by Grover getting out and getting that first takedown. But what I liked what Jordan Brees did there, he didn't sit around and go belly down or get broken down. He came right back up to his feet.
And off the restart, it's Jordan Brees into a tripod stand-up, but Grover with a nice chop to get him broken down to his belly. Grover looking for a chicken wing on the left side. I think he's got it. Looking for the wrist on the right side. Going to see if he can drive Brees up, get some forward pressure here.
So some guys are just really tough riders, and Owen Grover is just a really tough rider. If you look at him right now, he just got on his knees, but he was off his knees, on his toes, and he was really grinding Jordan Brees. He's got that chicken wing on the left side, inside wrist on the right. Brees is in trouble right now. He's going to have to get his hips up, and Grover's going to try to stack him up. And if he can't drive him, then he pulls him back over the top. He tries to drive him away, then comes back and pulls him over the top for a tilt. Brees did a nice job of keeping his chest down and square so Grover couldn't elevate him for any back points.
Now you see Grover working that cross face, coming from left to right. He's got the shoulder dip, and now Brees is able to get his hips up. See if he can knee slide here and get one. And Grover readjusts and gets him broken back down.
That's just very good on top. Very, very good rider on top is Owen Grover. So Jordan Brees is going to have to find some hand control here. And it's going to be Brees' choice to get the throw over to Grover, and Grover will choose down. A couple of thoroughbreds here, 195. Again, Grover seated number 1, Brees seated number 2 here. And Christian Kramer seated number 5. All of our area wrestlers, Jamie, at 195 will take the top 3 medal spots, that's a great day.
Yeah, it really is. And, they coming out here and, really Kramer wrestling way above his seat. He was seated 5th, going to finish in 3rd place here today. And, of course, these two, both in the finals, this is number 1 and number 2 seeds. So, just great outstanding wrestling for our area wrestlers here today at 195.
Jordan Brees doing a great job on top of Grover riding, and Grover with a couple of short sits, and Brees doing a nice job controlling his hip. Jordan Brees very physical on top also. There's a switch by Grover, and Grover just does a great job of feeling pressure, feeling that change and then changing his direction, and just doing a great job underneath. Jordan Brees doing a great job following, not to give up any points right there. 123. Again, two of the best right here at 195.
There's a tripod stand up from Grover. He's up to his feet as Brees almost slapped on a cradle there, but now we're in rear standing, and we get a stalling warning and one escape for Grover.
So Grover will go up 3-0 with 1:06 left to go in period number 2. Again, this is our championship match at weight class 195 here at the 2019 WaMaC Conference Tournament. Didn't have the crowd that we usually have here today, gentlemen.
And I think a lot of that has to do with Western Dubuque leaving the WaMaC. They always bring a great crowd.
They do, and there's a nice single leg takedown by Grover. He got in deep on the right leg of Jordan Brees, and then back tripped him. Now he's going to circle the head. He's got a butcher. He's going to circle from left to right, and Brees did a nice job and not going to his back there. As Grover had a very, very tight butcher in, and Brees went chest down. Now Grover goes right back to work to a chicken wing. Now a hard crossface from left to right. Right across the bridge in the nose is Owen Grover. Hard crossface, 16 seconds left. And Brees is going to have to peel that off. Now he gets back up to all fours, posts that right leg out. Now crossface cradle attempt by Grover. And Brees will have to peel that crossface off. And 5 seconds left to go. It's going to be Brees' choice in period number 3.
So we're finished with this match. We do not have a championship match at 220 pounds, so we'll start to take a look at some of these other conference tournaments going on today, as of course the Tri-Rivers Conference, the River Valley Conference, and the Mississippi Valley Conference will have results from all of those tournaments here as our area teams. Of course, just one team in the Mississippi Valley Conference, as Sam just mentioned, Western Dubuque. Anamosa, Cascade, and Monticello in the River Valley Conference. And then in the Tri-Rivers Conference, we have East Buchanan, North Lynn, Maquoketa Valley, Edco, and Starmont.
Right back to action we go here. Neutral position. Owen Grover up 5-0. Jordan Brees trying to attack the defense here. Grover using his length. He's got a little bit longer wingspan, and he's doing a good job keeping Jordan Brees at bay here. There's a nice shot by Brees. If he can cut across to a double, he's going to sit Grover on his backside. Grover goes over the top through the leg, scramble position, and Grover's going to come out of that with a 2-point takedown on the counter. Great shot by Brees, but a great counter by Grover there. And that's just showing just as smooth as silk there, Sam, on that counter by Owen Grover. Brees thought he had him, and he just scrambled out of it.
Yeah, fantastic. I know when Scramble Camp came to West Feller, they should call that the David Taylor roll. David Taylor used to hit that all the time if guys got in on that head outside single on him. And Brees, like you said, did a lot of things right, but Grover just out-wrestled him in that position.
28 seconds left to go. Grover up by 7-0. Comes back with that hard crossface from left to right again, and Brees working some hand control, peeling the crossface off. 17 seconds left to go in this match. And Owen Grover for Beckman Catholic was going to win the gold medal here as he defeats Jordan Brees by a score of 7-0.
Of course, that poor Beck community cheerleader over there. She turned 18. She had a 1 and an 8 balloon. She went to give someone a hug for her birthday, and the balloon got away from her, and it's in the rafters. So Owen Grover is going to be Beckman's lone WaMaC champ here today with a 7-0 win over Jordan Brees. As we take a break here for 2:20, let's go through these other conference tournaments. Tri-Rivers Conference, they're wrestling the finals and third place matches right now. So let's just go through our area kids that are going to place at the Tri-Rivers Conference. At 106 pounds, Michael Kugel, finishing in third place today. Anthony March of Maquoketa Valley finishes in fourth place. 113 pounds, Cade Cook of North Lynn taking on Quincy Apple of Lisbon in the championship match. Sebastian Beatty of East Buchanan, finishes third place, and Dawson Zobak of Starmont finishes in fourth place. 120 pounds, Dane Bergen of Edco will wrestle in the finals. He'll take on Cole Silver of Central City. Kenyon Richardson of Maquoketa Valley will take on Blaine McGraw of Alburnett, and Kerry German of Starmont finishes in fifth place, and Cole Alsop of East Buchanan finished in sixth. 126 pounds. We're going to go right in.
Yeah, that match was over in about 40 seconds.
126 pounds, Bowen Munger of Starmont wrestling in the finals against Robert Avila Jr. of Lisbon. Alex Jones of Edco taking on Griffin Gravel of Midland for third place. Curtis Schott of Northland finished in fifth place. 132 pounds, Heath Moyer of Northland in the finals against Cale Happel of Lisbon. And in the third place match, it'll be Cal Hager of Edco taking on Garrett Beatty of East Buchanan. Henry Hayes of Starmont finishes in fifth place. We're in the championship match at heavyweight. Drew Evans and Carson Petlin in that championship match. You guys go ahead and stop me if there's some action in that match. 138 pounds. Colton Bach of North Lynn wrestling in the finals against Kobe Seabrook of Lisbon. It'll be Ethan Thompson of East Buchanan taking on Caden Miller of Midland in the third place match. And Aiden Atwell of Maquoketa Valley finished in sixth place today. 145 pounds. TJ Lau of East Buchanan will take on Ryan Moorfield of Lisbon in the finals. It'll be Parker Sternhagen of Maquoketa Valley and Cameron Kirby of Edco wrestling for third place today. And Dawson Sanderson of Northland finished in sixth place. 152 pounds. Brady Henderson of Northland wrestling in the finals. He'll take on Gage McCoy of Lisbon. Wrestling for third place will be Jordan Wegman of Edco as he'll take on Carson Gibbons of Alburnett. And Jacob Kelly of East Buchanan finished in fifth place. 160 pounds. It'll be James Mossman of East Buchanan. He'll wrestle in the finals against Max Cole of Lisbon. For third place, it'll be Spencer Amling of Edco taking on Tim Harmon of Maquoketa Valley. Austin West of Northland finished in fifth place. 170 pounds. Wrestling for third place, it'll be James Legasic of Maquoketa Valley taking on Max Balls of Edco. And fifth place is Skylar Jaster of Starmont, and sixth place was Matthew Moyer of Northland. 182 pounds. Quentin Reckemer of Northland will wrestle in the finals against Cole Clark from Lisbon. And wrestling for third place today is Carter Cruzy of Maquoketa Valley as he'll take on Tyler Olmstead of Alburnett. 195 pounds. It'll be Evan Elgin of Maquoketa Valley wrestling in the finals against Kanan Morris of Alburnett. Wrestling for third place will be Landon Nunemaker of East Buchanan taking on Truman Cross of Lisbon. At 220 pounds, it'll be Luke Recker of East Buchanan wrestling in the finals against Brent Schoner of Midland. Maquoketa Valley's Michael Feldman will wrestle for third place against Wyatt Starry of Central City. And finishing in sixth place today was Lewis Hamlet of Starmont. And at heavyweight, Taylor Fox of East Buchanan will wrestle in the finals against Hunter Schoaf of Midland. And finishing in fifth place today was Wyatt Rowcliffe of Edco. Team scores from the Tri-Rivers Conference. Lisbon in the lead with 217 points. Second is East Buchanan with 140. Northland third with 116. Maquoketa Valley is in fifth with 101. Sixth is Edco with 97.5, and Starmont in eighth with 74.
And out here on the middle match, we have Drew Evans. We had a scoreless first period. Drew Evans took down to start the second period, and he used the tripod stand-up to escape in 23 seconds. We're neutral with 1:15 left in the second period in the championship match between Carson Petlin of West Delaware and Drew Evans of Independent.
At the River Valley Conference today, again, we'll just go through the placings here today. It'll wrestling for third place will be Mark Sunland of Monticello. He'll take on Jackson Bussa of Comanche, and Gage Engelbart of Anamosa will take on Brendan Nant of Tipton in the fifth place match. 113 pounds. It'll be an area matchup, as in the finals it'll be Aiden Noonan of Cascade taking on Owen Ray of Monticello. 120 pounds. It'll be a fifth place matchup between Ethan Tallman of Monticello. He'll take on Dalton Snyder of Wilton. 126 pounds. Carson Stainer of Cascade will take on Eric Kincaid of Comanche in the finals. Kane Lunsman from Monticello will wrestle for 5th place today at 126.
Like medical forfeit.
You're right, a medical forfeit. So Kane Lensman finishing in 6th place today. That's not real good for the sophomore Panther. Hopefully he's all right to go for sectionals next week. 132 pounds. Nolan Noonan of Cascade in the finals. He'll take on Talon Dengler of West Liberty. And Bo Kramer of Monticello will wrestle for 5th and 6th place against Taekwon Strouder of Bellevue.
They won the third period right here. It's a heavyweight match, 285, and it's 1-0. Drew Evans up 1-0. Courtesy of a second period escape. It's going to be Carson Petlin's choice that he's going to take down, and he's up in 2 seconds, so we're 1-1.
Yeah, great job by Carson Petlin. Getting out right away there on that stand-up, and that's what he's been excelling at today. We'll see if anyone can get to their offense here. As Carson Petlin in on a sweep single, and he's going to try to square up, and he's got to get up to his feet here. As Drew Evans goes around, he's in rear standing. Carson Petlin trying to find the edge, and they go out of bounds. We're still neutral, 1-1.
Well, give Carson Petlin credit for taking a shot there. Like to see him snap, and then get Drew Evans out of balance there. But Drew Evans does a nice job there, staying in good position and keeping his balance.
As this match continues, we'll continue in the River Valley Conference. 138 pounds, Mitchell Engelbart of Anamosa will wrestle for 3rd place against Remington Overstake of Northeast. And Connor Conlon of Cascade will wrestle for 5th place against Will Buck of Iowa City. Regina, 145 pounds. Chase Lunsman of Monticello in the finals. That'll be a great matchup against Will Esmoil of West Liberty in the championship match. Wrestling for 3rd place will be Alex Casey of Anamosa. He'll take on Corey Anderson of Wilton. And Casey Kopis of Cascade will wrestle for 7th place against Nick Tom of Comanche. 152 pounds. Dominic Haas of Anamosa wrestling for 5th place. He'll take on, they've got 3 kids listed wrestling for 5th and 6th place there.
They must have a Conti semi to go there.
Yeah, so Dominic Haas of Anamosa wrestling, trying to come back and get 5th place. As they're you're right, they're just they're quite a ways behind us. Nathan Keating of Anamosa wrestling in the 5th place consolation semifinal. 170 pounds. No area wrestlers in that match. They're in that placing at that bracket, nor at 182 pounds. 195, Cameron Hansen of Anamosa in that 5th place consolation semifinal. 220 pounds, Blake Stahlberg of Monticello will wrestle in the title match against Kobe Simon of West Liberty. And at heavyweight, it'll be Wade Pickray of Monticello will take on Connor Anderson of Anamosa in the championship match. Team scores real quick. Leading is West Liberty with 179. Second is Comanche with 163.5. Monticello's 4th with 121. And Cascade 6th with 80 points.
And we're in overtime here, and it's Drew Evans that's going to pick up the takedown.
That's it.
And so that's the match. He wins 3-1, and he is your WaMaC champion at 285 pounds.
Well, that was a long shot. Carson Petlin tried a long shot on Drew Evans, and he tried that earlier and worked his way out of it. That time, Drew Evans got behind Carson Petlin and was able to backtrip him and picked up the 3-1 win in overtime. So Drew Evans will be your WaMaC champ right there. Carson Petlin seated 3rd, coming out of here 2nd today, having a good tournament of his own.
Anamosa finished the team scores there in 8th place with 75 points. Looking at the Mississippi Valley Super Meet here today, we'll get to they're in the championship round or the placing matches right now. So let's go to the team. Do you need that?
No.
As 106 pounds. No, okay, we'll go to the Mississippi Valley and the
106-pound next winner, 8th place.
Mississippi Valley Conference. It'll be Western Dubuque, our only area team in that Mississippi Valley Conference. Dawson Bierman of, I thought that match was over. Dawson Bierman of Western Dubuque was wrestling in the championship match. as I know they should have that match updated already because I know he was in the final. Dawson Spearman. Luke finishing in second place as he was majored in the finals. He was majored in the finals in that at 113 pounds as he was beaten by Austin Kegley of Cedar Rapids Prairie. 120 pounds. A Western Dubuque wrestler placing there. At 126 pounds, Trent Bush of Western Dubuque finishing in 7th place. At 138 pounds, 138, Jared Cordes of Western Dubuque will wrestle for 5th place. At 145 pounds, Tony Lyon of Western Dubuque finished in 8th place. 152 pounds, Elijah Demmer will wrestle in the finals against Kyle Heffley of Iowa City High. 160 pounds, Riker Karimsky of Western Dubuque will wrestle in the finals against Brandon Lala of Iowa City High. 170, Jake Hush, Western Dubuque in the finals against Ryan Plummer of Winmar. At 182, it'll be Devin Ludwig in the finals taking on Jacob Wempen of Winmar. And at 220 pounds, Jason Simon wrestler will wrestle for 5th place against Mitchell Miller of Dubuque Wahlert. And at heavyweight, Parker Schmidt of Western Dubuque will wrestle for 3rd place against Dawson Sweet of Cedar Rapids Kennedy. And team scores, Western Dubuque in 5th place with 146 pounds, or 146 points. First is Cedar Rapids Kennedy with 197, and second is Cedar Rapids Prairie with 171 points. Let's take a look at our WaMaC conference tournament. Again, we'll just go with our place wrestlers that placed here today. As at 106 pounds, Nick Schmidt of Beckman finished in 7th place today. Blake Engel of West Delaware finished as the runner-up as he was tech followed by Keaton Zimet of Central DeWitt in the final, 17-1, the final score. 113 points. Levi Feldman of Beckman finished in 7th place today. Finishing in 5th place was Luke Farmer of West Delaware, and your runner-up was Cole Whitehead of CPU. Champion today was Isaiah Weber of Independence with a 10-7 win in the finals. 120 pounds. Connor Grover of Beckman finished in 7th place today. Finishing in 5th place was Evan Woods of West Delaware. And 4th place was Thomas Madison of Independence. Your runner-up was Ryan Clark of Mount Vernon. And your champion, Caleb Feasley of Center Point, Urbana. 126. Caleb Straw of Independence finishing in 8th place today. And finishing in 4th place was Stavely Mowry of West Delaware. Runner-up today was Wyatt Bieschke of Bent Community, and champion was Hayden Taylor from Solon. 132 pounds. Finishing in 6th place today was Nick Hageman of Beckman. 5th was Holden Griffith of Independence. Runner-up was Ryan Phillips of West Delaware. He was beaten 5-2 in the championship against Jalen Schraub of Williamsburg. 138 pounds. Finishing in 4th place today was Jaden Payton of West Delaware. 3rd was Grant Hager of Beckman. Your runner-up today was Adam Hansen of CPU. And winning the title 1-0 in overtime was Luke Radicke of Shellsburg. 145 pounds. Finishing in 6th place today was Brady Webb of Independence. 3rd place was Cale Meyer of West Delaware. Your runner-up was Andrew Roard of Clear Creek, Humana. Champion was Garrett Jepson of Williamsburg. 152, only area wrestler today was Mitchell Mangold. He finished in 3rd place today. Runner-up was Scott Betterton of Vinton Shellsburg. And the champion, Zach Bevins of Solon. 160 pounds. Owen Unigar of Beckman finishing in 8th place. Your runner-up was Jared Voss of West Delaware as he was beaten in the final by Cole Davis of Independence. Your champion, 7-2 at 160 pounds. 170 pounds. Finishing in 6th place was Joe Preeb of Independence. Runner-up, Wyatt Volker of West Delaware. Your champion, Paul Ryan of Mount Vernon, who beat Volker in the finals 9-2. 182 pounds, just one area wrestler placing here today, and it was a champion, Jack Newhouse from West Delaware. A 5-2 win in the finals over Seamus Poynton of Solon. 195, finishing in 3rd place today was Christian Kramer of Independence. Runner-up was Jordan Brees of West Delaware, and the champion was Owen Grover of Beckman, who won 7-0 over Brees in the championship match. 220 pounds. Finishing in third place today was Ben Petlin of West Delaware. Runner-up was Billy Grout of Williamsburg. Champion from Solon, Mike Hoyle. And at heavyweight, the top two finishers from our area. Finishing second was Carson Petlin, and the champion from Independence, Drew Evans, a 3-1 win in overtime. Final team scores, West Delaware finishes with the title with 274.5 points. Solon was second with 220. Fourth was Independence, as Mustangs finished with 155.5 points, and Beckman finished in eighth with 98 points. So our day has come to an end here. We knew there'd be a lot of great matchups here today, and definitely didn't disappoint here.
Well, you're exactly right, Jamie. You know, we talked about that coming in, about 28 to 30 ranked wrestlers here. We knew we'd have some quality semifinal matches, and we did. We had some really fun matches in the finals to watch, and, you know, we weren't disappointed at all. And, you know, West Delaware had a great tournament. I know they're disappointed in the number of champions they had, but they had 7 in the finals. You know, you're 3 points and 9 seconds away from having 10 wrestlers in the finals. They put together a fine tournament today. Independence had a nice tournament today, finishing fourth, and
3 champions.
And 3 champions, yeah. So, you know, and missing Matt Doyle there at 152. Yep. So, a good tournament there by the Mustangs. And of course, the Beckman Catholic guys doing a good job today. Limited squad here, but they put on a nice display of wrestling. So, nothing to be ashamed about. And now what you do is you concentrate on individuals. You know, next week, a week from today, Jamie will be in, and Sam will be in the Hawks Nest, and we'll be at the sectional tournament. And then it's all about individuals, and working your way to the state tournament. And 3 weeks from today, we'll be at the well and, you know, thinking about calling some finals matches, hopefully. And it's tournament time right now, and it gets to be real exciting in the sport of wrestling.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun next couple of weeks, and I'm excited to see how the area teams do.
Well, Sam, I want to thank you for joining us. Kind of becoming a little tradition here of you joining us on WaMaC Saturday. Hopefully, even with little brother not wrestling next year, you can join us again, as I believe we're either going to have limited bleachers or 2 gyms next year at that in that Hawk Gymnasium. I believe they went 1 gym last time, just folded up the 1 set of bleachers. So hopefully we'll have you again at next Saturday at the next season at the WaMaC tournament, and appreciate you joining us here today.
Yeah, it's always great to come back and talk wrestling.
All right, and that is going to do it for our coverage here today, as we got a little bit coming up here the rest of next week, as starting next Tuesday, we'll have more sports coverage for you coming up, as we'll have West Delaware girls basketball at Mount Vernon. It is a 7 o'clock start for that game. And then next Thursday, we'll have 2 area basketball games. We're going to have boy and girl doubleheader between Maquoketa Valley at Northland, starting at 6 o'clock for that one. And then next Friday, we'll have West Delaware boys at Solon, 7:30 with John Swisher and Bill Logan. And then our next coverage next Saturday at the sectional tournament, as it's hard to believe that it's already postseason time, as the Hawks will host sectionals in Manchester. And then, of course, following that, we'll have West Delaware hopefully hosting a regional duel next Tuesday night, or the following Tuesday. And then we'll have Western Dubuque hosting a regional duel in Epworth. So we'll have that one for you. And then it's districts, and then it's state. So season winding down, that's for sure here, Roger.
Well, exactly right, man. You know, it's just like a roller coaster. Once the Christmas break is over and we start that Bend Community Tournament, and then the season it's just like a heavy snowball, and it rolls and it rolls and it rolls. And we're here and we love it. And we just have a good time following and calling good wrestling, and we saw a lot of that today. We're going to see a lot more as the season progresses to tournament time.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for our coverage here today. I want to thank the sponsors of high school wrestling here on KMCH. Without them, our coverage would not be possible, so we encourage you to please get out there and shop locally. I want to thank Janelle Tucker for running the board for us this morning and this afternoon. We'll send it back to her in just a second, as she's got some weather-related announcements coming for you, as we're in a winter weather warning as for tomorrow through through Monday. So she'll tell you about that and some cancellations coming up here just a little bit. So we appreciate her standing in with us today. And most of all, thank you, the listeners. So for my partners, Roger Reed and Sam Phillips, this is Jamie Vasky saying so long from Benton Community High School, and where you've been listening to the 2019 WaMaC Wrestling Invitational right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester.